Hey, what's cracking with everybody, man? Welcome everybody, bro, to the Thin Black Line versus the Porch 70708. We should have everybody rolling in here in a little bit. Should be going after those on YouTube. Let me get everything else upgraded and everything like that. Make sure we got everything together for those who's going to be showing up. Let me get this banner off of the. Probably won't be using that today. Take that off. Let's see, make sure I got everything else up together. If you guys want to come on to the show, come up here on the panel. Let me drop the link for you guys and pin it to the channel. Give me a second. The link is pinned to the chat, and I'm about to get ready to pin it to the OGDoDirty channel. Just give me a second. Let me make it over there first, real quick. And I had it pinned for you guys. Everything's set up before Tom and everybody else get up here. There he is, right there. We got the intro going in the background. Waiting on him to come on camera, then he can come up here. Whenever he get ready. It is pinned on the OGDoDirty channel. Appreciate everybody for showing up. Make sure you come in to wipe your feet off, say what's up in the chat, all that good stuff, so you can bring yourself up whenever you get ready. Slide over this way. And we are on both streams. Make sure you support. Make sure you share out. Let everybody know we is doing the Thin Black Line versus the Porch. I'm in the process of doing that now. Let me head over to Discord and put this in all people's platforms, so they'll know where to come and find us at. It was good with you, Spoon.
We both started the stream at the same time. I didn't know you were setting one up. I was like, damn, it's like 8. It's like 8 something. Let me throw one together too.
I thought the same thing. We was thinking alike. I was like, shit, ain't nobody put nothing up there. I guess I'll go ahead and start this bit and put it on that side.
Yeah, I fucking just said, let me cut this bitch off, because I already had one start. So I said, fuck it, let me cut it off. Because all I was doing was, I was listening to battle rap. Fuck it. I was going to start that bitch at 8:15. I didn't give a fuck. Yeah. But we good. We straight. Yeah, I ended that one, so we good.
All right. Charlie, appreciate you for being here. Appreciate you. Everybody else that's coming in, don't forget to wipe your feet off as you come in. Let me get over to Discord real quick so I can drop these damn links and get this stuff spreaded real quick.
I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing, to be honest with you. My brain is
showed up. I definitely wasn't trying to play it on my side.
And my brain foggy, dog.
It's not that, nigga. My goddamn premium got canceled today.
Oh.
I got to put my new card on there. I got to switch everything up. So every time I try to use my other card, it tells me that it don't accept it. But that motherfucker's deactivated.
Oh shit.
Makes sense. It is what it is.
Well, I got one that actually we did before, right? It's just an update to us, to a fucking case. Well, it's an update to that case, but then it goes into the court version of it, which I thought was, to hear the arguments itself was actually, to me, where I like it. You know me. I like the court arguments because I want to see what the fuck these motherfuckers saying, how these fucking attorneys talk. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear this attorneys talk. And especially when they automatically that they have to file for immunity and all that extra shit. I thought it was pretty cool. So I mean, that's a long one, so I can wait on that one, or you can do yours or whatever. It don't matter. I play it. I don't care.
Yeah, give me a second, bro. I'm just trying to get
these. Yeah, you straight. Big deal on me.
I gotta put it over there in Locksmith Jeremy shit. It's all loaded up.
Why you flicking me off? I ain't even did shit. These white people get on my nerves, man. These white people get on my nerves, man. She did cook us some good stir fry. That shit was the bomb diggity. Diggity. Let's see who's on the side of the game. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's just add some more shit so we can get a whole lot of shit up in here. We'll put that one on. Let's go with LA. Where's this? Let's put this shit on there too. Fuck it. Oh, everybody shit on the motherfucker, man. You got your run barrel on?
Yes, sir.
Oh, hey. That works for me. Shit, do I have that on right now? Let me see if it's still on. I think I may have ended that one. View stream. Let's see. Yeah, that one's over. That one's over. We can leave that one off. I'm gonna take that off. I don't give a shit. Take that off. Save changes. There we go. What up, Mayo? How you doing? The wife and CEO. See,
that's been on there since last night.
I know.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Because you put it up there to show my dad. I seen it.
No, it was there before that.
Oh, okay. All right.
Way before. Because people get it confused. My name in the chat and my name up here, I forgot that people get that confused because the pictures are different.
Oh. Is LA flying in there or something?
Should be.
Oh, okay. Ah, damn. I didn't think he was going home that early. I thought he moved his ass down there. That's just what that nigga said.
Yeah, he still got to get everything settled over here in the United States when he gets settled over there.
That's true. Yeah, me and the wife kind of figured out our game plan for our house and shit. I think it's a good goddamn plan if I do say so myself.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to it being debt free, goddamn it. I want to be almost completely debt free. That's the game plan.
That's a fact. Hey, Mayo. Mayo's saying hi in the chat.
I said hey. Oh, shit. All right. Let's get this shit started. Let's kick off one of that a quick
I think you
one.
probably got everybody somewhere else.
Well, what happened was we didn't do that whole hour thing to lead up, so it was pretty much
oh yeah, that's right, because he goes on early. That's right.
Yeah, so we didn't even
pay attention.
Well, shit, I was watching the video.
No. I mean, other people need to pay attention, but then again, you guys aren't consistent. Like, he probably didn't say, hey, listen, you know what I mean? Not that anybody listens anyway.
Yeah, well, I do listen. I just have a hard time following instructions.
That's a fact. Because automatically your brain goes to, I'm not doing that.
I know what I'm gonna say that one. I'm gonna say that one for when LA says that no one ever gives the cops an A for a grade. When he says that bullshit again, I got that one on deck, boy. Yes, sir. There was a video that I watched. I want to see if I can find it. I thought it was a pretty good video. But I think it was a couple days ago. If I can't remember, I just, my brain don't work. How are you doing over there on Discord? Is that working for you, sir?
I don't really do nothing on Discord. My bots do everything for me on Discord, so I just have to put it into my bot thing, and then it automatically posts. I just had to make sure I had it sent to certain people.
Okay. That makes
I don't
sense.
know about the ad and all that stuff. I mean, I couldn't tell you. I don't really do none of that. I got a bot to manage all that shit.
That motherfucker, he got white people on deck. God damn it! I got them motherfuckers working for me. God damn it! I see.
I damn sure can't do it. That computer too smart for me, brother. I ain't got time for this type of stuff.
I don't know what the fuck I be watching half the time. I think that's one of them videos that came up when I was asleep. I don't even remember watching that shit. Where is it? Trying to find this fucking video. Oh my goodness. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is a... Hey, do you know anything about that Karen Reed trial? Do y'all remember that shit? I think LA went over that shit. I don't remember. You may have. Babe, do you know anything about that Karen Reed trial?
It's still going on, right? Ask Trash. He probably does.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not much.
Okay,
it's
so we
weird
got...
and it's crazy.
Yeah, so they got this white dude that's doing so he's supposed to be a lawyer. He does a kind of a quick breakdown of what is going on with the cops are getting busted for lying and fired and shit. I thought it was pretty cool to watch how these motherfucking cops get grilled on fucking stand. That shit's amazing to me. When you actually have good lawyers up there actually putting the case out there for the defense, I think it's interesting.
The second degree murder now?
That's correct. Vehicular homicide and leaving the scene caused death and or bodily injury.
She's got a leaky balloon knot.
Trooper Proctor, explain to the jurors what a balloon knot is.
I told you that I'm sorry. Can I put my hands on?
Do y'all know what a balloon knot is?
A knot in a balloon?
No, it's not it at all.
Well, what is it then since they decided to...
I just want to see if y'all knew because y'all know
Do
more
you
shit
know?
than I do. Yes, I watched the video. Of course I know.
Oh, well, can you tell us instead of having to wait?
Yeah, you got to wait.
What again?
I'm just going to look at
Ashton, come over here and retrieve anything. You speak to me at all right now?
No.
Who was it that you were referring to as retarded?
Miss Reed.
Karen Reed, the woman sitting to my left.
Yes, sir.
The subject of your investigation as a professional, correct?
Yes, sir.
As an unbiased, objective
There
investigator.
you go.
The person that you were investigating, you referred to your bosses as retarded.
Poor language on my part.
Poor language is one way to put it. Completely offensive is another way to put it, right? What did you write after you talked about going through the, quote, retarded client's phone?
We're back with former trooper Michael Proctor, who's going through the text messages he sent between him and his high school buddies.
Yo,
he was texting his buddies
this
while
shit was
conducting
crazy.
the extensive investigation that lasted 17 hours, for which he concluded Karen Reed killed John O'Keefe.
No news so far.
No nudes so far, correct?
Correct.
And you said that to your bosses.
Yes, sir.
Do you believe that your text messages were reflective of an objective investigator?
I believe poor jokes have, in unprofessional language, have no bearing on the integrity and the facts and physical evidence of this case.
And then what did you write?
She's fucked.
She's fucked, right?
Correct.
17 hours into this investigation, Trooper Proctor, you made the decision that you were going to put it on Miss Reed, didn't you?
No, absolutely not.
What did you mean then when you said she's fucked?
After the day's investigation with multiple troopers conducting multiple tasks.
After a long day's investigation. After a long day's investigation.
I don't understand. Why do they talk? Why do y'all talk like that? That just sounds fucking retarded. And y'all talk about country folks. Boy, y'all be sounding dumb as shit.
Is this Massachusetts, Canton?
No, I think this is in New Jersey.
Well, he's got like a Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts accent.
I don't know where
But
this
there is a
bitch from.
Canton. There is a Canton, Mass.
Oh, I don't know. It could be. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I thought it was New Jersey, but I could be wrong. But,
It is Massachusetts. That's what I thought. You can't miss that twang in his
Well, it
words.
sounds fucking retarded. It sounds retarded. Y'all can never speak about. Y'all can't
okay,
never
but
talk
you know
down on
what?
Southern
Oh,
people.
shut up, person that says dumb shit on purpose. And I tweaked my shit. You only hear it now when I'm mad or tired.
I know. I want. Yeah, that's right. You goddamn right, woman. We don't hear that shit around here.
Don't
Goddamn
make me give OG a real picture of you in overalls, because I have it.
We goddamn right, woman. You better act right.
Okay, no. The cop's body was found outside road in Canton Nuts. The cop's body was found outside 34th Fairview. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were all friends. I guess they're all friends, or supposed to be friends. This
briefing at Canton PD amongst detectives in my office who went through.
That's Proctor on body cam arresting Karen for the second time. Her initial charges were minor. Eventually, she got a free upgrade to a second-degree murder charge and was arrested for a second time. And this is the body cam from that.
She's more concerned what she looks like on TV.
The overwhelming amount of evidence against Miss Reed that she struck Mr. O'Keefe with her vehicle. That's what I meant by that comment.
And then Bird decides to chime in. Good, no ass bitch. Right?
Yes, that's what he wrote.
We heard from Bird, one of Proctor's high school buddies, in the last video. He was actually giving good advice to Proctor with regard to the investigation, but now he just said Karen's a no-ass bitch.
How did you respond to Bird saying, good, no ass bitch?
I laughed.
Thought that was funny, did you, Trooper Proctor?
Absolutely.
Thought that was funny?
It was unprofessional of me. That's something I shouldn't have done.
Well, I think we all know it was unprofessional. It was a lot of things. I'm asking you, did you think it was funny?
Well, according to my response at the time, apparently.
Then you sent a picture, just to add to it, to pile on, of Miss Reed being arrested, correct?
Have a seat there for me.
Oh, please be her ass.
Ready, 1, 2, 3.
That bitch faces.
Do you see the immense importance in our legal system for the ability to cross-examine and face your accuser? Just because someone makes an allegation, it doesn't mean it's true.
A person by the name of Doc writes, is that chick a smoke?
We've heard from Bird, but now we got a new buddy Doc here.
Correct.
Who's the chick?
Miss Reed.
And then you write nutbag, as Chief would say, correct?
Correct.
Who's Chief?
A friend of mine.
Now we had Chief to Doc and Bird.
She's got a leaky
Hey,
balloon
mind
knot.
it.
Trooper Proctor, explain to the jurors what a balloon knot is.
Your essentially, I guess, your rectum area.
Your anus?
Yes.
That's what you were referring to about Miss Reed?
Yes.
And you were making fun of her because you believed at that time that it leaked? That's how you were treating Miss Reed? Yes or no?
Yes.
So the bitch had a leaky asshole. Yo, this trash. This is one of the most unprofessional motherfucking goddamn investigations I've ever fucking had my time to listen to. Just a little bit of it. I didn't even go deep.
This is my favorite investigation yet. This is great. This is great. No ass bitch. Leaky ass bitch.
Oh,
and they're like, oh, so you thought it was funny? And he's like, well, yeah, apparently.
at the time I did, apparently, you know. I mean, shit.
He's like, I
getting
still
real.
do.
Yeah.
Did you see her? She has no ass. I still think it's funny.
That's a whole fact. All right, let's run through this real quick.
You followed that up with the phrase leaks poo, didn't you?
I did.
Again, another reference to Miss Reed's medical issues and medical conditions, correct?
Correct.
Specifically focused on her anus, correct?
In reference, yes.
I don't text any cop like that. Trash media. That's crazy. She ain't got no
This
ass.
is the
He wasn't
reality
lying.
Karen had to face based upon this faulty investigation and intentional cover-up.
I gotta search you, okay? Yeah, can you pull the pockets out so I don't have to... Nothing in the pockets? Nothing in the waistband? Anything?
Well, you weren't done yet. This chat doesn't end yet, does it?
Oh, no. Proctor looks down. There's still a novel left.
No, sir.
Person by the name of Whitey wrote, what are you guzzling on, correct?
All right, now we're adding Whitey to Bird, Doc, and Chief.
And you wrote nothing, writing a warrant. Is that right?
Correct.
Why does her asshole leak?
Yes, that's what he wrote.
And then what did Doc write in response to that? Throughout the pendency of this investigation, in this case, you've denied having any conflict of interest in this case. Isn't that right?
Correct.
And you testified under oath in that proceeding that you did not know any members of the Albert family or McCabe family, correct?
Certain members of the Albert family I did not know. I know Chris and Julie and Colin.
I didn't know any of the Alberts except for Chris, Julie, and Colin.
I don't know the McCabes.
That wasn't my question. Let's take them one at a time. Did you testify under oath that you did not know and did not have any relationship with members of the Albert and McCabe families?
I haven't had a chance to review those minutes. I've only had one opportunity to, and that was...
You son of a bitch liar. You took away a girl's freedom after a 17-hour investigation. And who knows what you did with that taillight. Now you're lying under oath about your relationship with the people that you're supposed to be investigating.
A couple months ago.
You told First Assistant Beelan that you didn't know, didn't have a relationships with
Objection, Your Honor.
members of the Albert and McCabe families. Answer, correct. Do you recall that?
Yes.
That you, in fact, told members of the DA's office that you did not know and did not have a relationship with the Alberts or McCabes. Is that right?
I did not know the McCabes. I don't know most of the Alberts, and I have little to no relationship with Chris and Julie. So that's what I meant by that answer.
Well, the question wasn't, did you know most of the Alberts?
Okay, no pocket in the shirt.
The question was, did you have a relationship with, or did you know the Alberts? And your answer was no.
No, I don't have a relationship with the Alberts.
Or know them.
I don't know the McCabes. I don't have a relationship with the Alberts.
So you do know the Alberts, correct?
I know some of them, Julie and Chris.
And Colin, correct?
Correct, and Colin.
And you knew the Alberts when you gave this testimony in February of 2024. Is that right?
Yeah, they asked if there was any relationships.
Are you aware of any circumstance in which any of the Alberts have been over to your parents' house?
Yes. I don't know the McCabes. I don't have a relationship with the Alberts.
Have you ever been over at your parents' house when any of the Alberts have been at your parents' house?
Yes.
Those Alberts include Chris Albert, Julie Albert, Colin Albert, correct?
Correct. I don't know the McCabes. I don't have a relationship with the Alberts.
You recognize that as being from Julie Albert? This is the weekend I've been waiting for. Michael, please send ski video.
That's a text message from Julie Albert to Proctor.
If CP doesn't share with me, with a laughing face, correct?
Correct.
That text was sent on February 24th, 2022, wasn't it?
Yes.
That was less than a month after Mr. O'Keefe's death, isn't that right?
Correct.
But in fairness, he had already solved the crime.
I don't know the McCabes. I don't have a relationship with the Alberts.
And less than a month after you had been assigned to the investigation in which Julie Albert was a witness, correct?
Correct.
And her husband, Chris Albert, was a witness, correct?
Correct.
And her son, you knew, Colin,
I don't have a relationship with the Alberts.
was involved as well, correct?
Yes.
10 days before Mr. O'Keefe's death, you were texting with your sister about whether Julie Albert might be available to babysit for your own.
Hey, Trash, is this case still going on? I don't know. Probably not. But I think it'd be funny to look at this bitch though.
Son, correct?
Yes. I don't know the McCabes. I don't have a relationship with the Alberts.
So in fact, your relationship with the Alberts was close enough that you would consider leaving your own child in the hands of Julie Albert as a babysitter, as a caregiver for your toddler, correct?
I wouldn't say close enough. I've hired babysitters that I've had out, but I don't know.
There, I tend to agree. Kids are so annoying, you leave them with anyone just to get out of the house.
There is
That's not
simply
true.
no evidence
That's not
of Proctor having a close connection with the home.
This motherfucker lied his ass off. I wouldn't send my kids with no one that I don't know. That's crazy. I mean, they are annoying. I give them that. That part is they are annoying, but just to send my kids with anyone is insane. That's stupid.
Homeowners. There is simply no evidence.
That was at Karen's bail hearing for the second arrest, and the lawyer for the state represented to the court that Proctor did not know the Alberts. And you can see old Turtle Boy's reaction.
As the lead investigator and the case agent, you're aware it's also your responsibility and your obligation to investigate all potential individuals, right? All potential suspects.
Yes.
You're obligated to investigate anybody who would have a motive, a means, and an opportunity to commit the crime or the offense, correct?
Correct.
Motive includes anything from financial gain to could just be revenge, right?
Human apes kill for two reasons, sex or money.
Yes.
Or it could be someone who's interested in someone romantically, correct?
So, or it could be an argument contained inside a vehicle as well.
Listen to that snarky-ass answer.
Yeah, which is the conclusion you jumped to 17 hours into your investigation, right?
It's...
Damn. Damn.
Something, evidence we have contained within cell phones reiterates that fact.
So when you decided that the girl, Miss Reed, was going to get serious charges against her, didn't have any indication of any intent.
I gotta read this.
I'm just going to go with the physical.
God damn it, Trash Media Group. Fucking explanation point that shit, so I ain't gotta read this shit. It's weird though, cause her tail light was broke like she hit someone, but dude was beat like he was in prison, and he had a dog hair from the house of the front yard he was in on him. See, that's what I'm saying. I think this should be in. This might be a good case to watch, because this motherfucker just seems like he's lying. First off, it's kind of hard to trust a white dude with a bald head. Remind me of Nazism. So I don't know, but he just seems like a liar. When someone says use and all those stupid ass words, days when it should be singular, it's just fucking annoying. It looks like a cracker and a liar. That's what it is. He's a fucking cracker and a liar. I couldn't make sense of it. It really, okay, all right, cool. Let's continue.
Physical evidence today. I'll figure out intent later. I'll figure out motive later. Right?
Yes.
They're all a bunch of weird fuckers.
I can't believe he admitted to that.
What about means? The physical ability to commit the crime, right? That's obviously important.
Yes.
And the opportunity. It's a physical proximity to the incident, correct? Or the
Correct.
physical ability to commit the crime, correct?
Correct.
Did you investigate all potential suspects who would have had the motive, means, and opportunity to kill John O'Keefe?
Obviously, he had 17 hours to do it.
I believe that.
Yes, and that
I believe that.
motive, means, factored in with the physical evidence, pointed directly at Miss Reed. There's no one else had any motive. Mr. O'Keefe never went inside Fairview Road.
John never came in the house. Tell them the guy never went into the house. John never came in the house.
Mr. O'Keefe never went inside Fairview Road.
Who's the guy?
John.
John O'Keefe. Tell them that the guy never came in the house.
John never came in the house.
Chris should tell them the guy never came in the house.
John never came in the house.
Mr. O'Keefe never went in.
You ain't shaking. Yes, I am an expert at Jewish suspicions. Oh man, listen, it's just all pointing to a cover up. What is it? Karen Reed's blood alcohol level was at a 0.093, but anything over a 0.08, you're drunk. So that doesn't mean she's that super drunk, man. I seen people drunker than that, man. Way drunker than that. Okay. All right.
Inside Fairview Road.
Something happened on the front lawn that had nothing to do with anything inside that house.
We are getting so much closer. We now have narrowed this crime down to the minutes Karen arrived at 34 Fairview to the moment she left. It's not a big window. Did you hear that admission?
Something happened on the front lawn that had nothing to do with anything inside that house.
Whatever happened on the lawn didn't happen in the house. She may be telling the truth there.
That's
Was
a
Higgy
fact,
Bear
Crash.
in that driveway? Was Higgy Bear in the lawn, on the driveway, when John O'Keefe got out? Karen said in her documentary she had the radio blasting, the heat going, and she was probably drunk when John exited the vehicle. We're going to find out what happened on that lawn. Was it one punch, hit the back of the head, hide the body next to the Jeep in the driveway? Is that why they're all lying about the Jeep being in front of the house? You see how effective their collective statement was that John never came in the house. Proctor relied upon that statement during his 17-hour investigation to conclude Karen did it.
And you got all that, of course, from the Albertson case, right?
Yes.
Let's talk about Brian Higgins for a second. You personally interviewed Mr. Higgins, correct?
Tattoos are an indicator of mental disorder, and look at old Higgy Bear here. He looks quite different.
This nigga did not just say tattoos have Have a mental disorder? For real? Just because you get tattooed? Come on now. I was never had a mental disorder, and I got 2 fucking tattoos right there. Got another one on my shoulder. Got that one on this arm? No, they're all on this arm. They're all on one arm. That just sounds stupid. That's not an indication of no fucking mental disorder. You fucking retard.
And then the lovable, chubby Higgy Bear that we see on the stand.
Sergeant Mechanic and I did, yes.
He's a fellow law enforcement officer, and you knew that, right?
Yes.
You waited until February 10th to conduct a pre-scheduled interview with Mr. Higgins, didn't you?
Yes.
And you interviewed him in the presence of his attorney, correct?
Correct.
He told you that he was engaged in a flirtatious relationship.
If you're an innocent witness, why would you bring an attorney? But if you witnessed a car accident, would you hire an attorney to talk to the police about what occurred? I don't think so.
With Miss Reed?
He did.
And you were asked whether or not in your career as a law enforcement officer has any person or witness ever...
We all have mental disorders. I have like 7 myself, you know, and it's okay. It's okay. According to this shit, I got like at least 8 or 9 mental disorders.
Or brought a self-extraction of text messages to an in-person interview, correct? Her answer was, Trooper Proctor, you had never...
Higgy Bear met with an FBI friend of his, went to a machine that can extract text messages from a phone. He decided which text messages to extract, printed them out, and then gave them to Proctor. Can you imagine relying upon...
Yeah, that shit was weird. That right there, Trash, was weird to me. That this motherfucker took shit out of... went and got a software to extract text messages, print them motherfuckers out, and give them to Proctor, whoever was the investigator, to give them to the investigators when they fucking questioned them. If that shit ain't weird and motherfucking no one ever does, come on now, that just seems you're fucking guilty. To me, that's just proving that you're fucking guilty. Why are you coming? You know what?
Went to a machine that can extract text messages from a phone. He decided which text messages to extract, printed them out, and then gave them to Proctor. Can you imagine relying upon a potential criminal to decide what information to hand over from his phone?
Experienced that in the history of your career, correct?
Correct.
So you became aware pretty early on that Mr. Higgins at least had a motive to want to visit harm on John O'Keefe, correct?
No, absolutely not.
Well, you knew he had this flirtatious relationship with Karen Reed, is that right? You became aware that Karen Reed actually ignored text messages from Mr. Higgins while at the Waterfall Bar and Grill with John O'Keefe, correct? At 2:20 a.m., Brian Higgins sent a text message to John O'Keefe prompting him to go to 34 Fairview, correct?
I don't recall that text.
Do you recall a text from Brian Higgins to John O'Keefe after they left Waterfall? Where are you at?
I don't recall that one either.
Brian Higgins certainly had the means to commit the crime, correct?
No, I don't.
He's a big guy. Certainly had the physical ability to get into a physical altercation with John O'Keefe, correct?
Just because he's a big guy doesn't mean doesn't have the means or the motive to hurt Mr. O'Keefe.
I wouldn't ask.
They were friends. They were friends.
He said, "You're kind of a loner." I responded, "No, not really. I have a ton of buddies, but I only let a handful of friends in that I'm tight with." And then I typed "circle of trust" in quotes.
Some circle of trust. The second John turns his back, you're making out with his girlfriend.
They were friends.
Defendant responded, "You're hot." I responded, "Are you serious or messing with me?" Defendant responded, "No, I'm serious." I responded, "Failing is mutual. Is that bad?"
The motive to hurt Mr. O'Keefe. They were friends.
I wasn't asking about motive. I'm asking about means. Could he throw a punch? Knock a guy down, knock a guy out?
I can't speak to his fighting ability, sir.
Well, you've met him. Yeah, he's huge. Do you agree? He's a big dude, right?
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Bigger than me, right?
Yeah.
Bigger than you.
Yep.
And literally in the minutes before John O'Keefe's death, you saw video surveillance of Brian Higgins and Brian Albert taking fighting stances with one another, correct?
I interpreted that as horsing around.
Do you see how critical our community is?
That's insane. That's insane. But you don't take... Come on, man. Come on. This can't be this fucking stupid. They can't be this... Well, they are cops. Never mind. They can't be this stupid. Or they're just covering shit up. If you want to call this weird, I just think they're fucking liars. All of them. And this is what I see. When I see crackers like this, I instantly think fucking liars. You are part of the fucking white supremacy that fucking Beans be talking about. Shit is crazy. Fucking liars, bro. Yes, they can, Tom. Yeah, I mean, listen, I get you. Hey, man, these motherfuckers are weird ass liars. All of them.
The defense team didn't recognize in the surveillance video that Higgins was actually taunting and screaming at John O'Keefe just moments before he left and just a few minutes before he died. That's the importance of being diligent,
See what I'm
having
saying?
grit, and putting everyone to work in this community.
I didn't ask you how you interpreted Trooper Proctor. Did you see it or not?
I did, yes.
And you decided not to image his phone. Is that right?
Correct.
You
Nah, why do that?
didn't ask for consent to search his phone or to take his phone, correct?
No.
You didn't seek a search warrant to get his phone. Is that right?
Nah.
No, sir.
On January 29th at 2:22 a.m.,
That's
there was
a
a
fact.
call between him and Brian Albert that morning.
I was not aware of that.
Might have been important to your investigation, don't you think?
Depends what that. I don't know what the call was about.
Sorry, finish that. Depends.
I don't know what the call was about.
Yeah, he almost caught him.
Because he concluded his investigation before he had all the information.
I don't know if they actually connected and communicated what the length of the call was. So.
Exactly.
Right. And you never asked. Did you?
Fucking, my goddamn internet just dropped like shit. Am I back? Am I back? Let's see. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? 1, 2, 3. I see myself moving. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Anyway, let me see if I can play it.
Because you didn't get his phone, Proctor. Right?
Typically, we don't get witnesses. I'm sorry.
You were unaware of that call at that time because you didn't see his phone, correct?
That's exactly this big.
Jesus Christ, something's wrong with my internet. Anyway, OG, are you there, my good sir? Let me see.
Yeah,
if
I
can
am, bro.
go ahead and, oh my God, that is shit. Took a shit. I can hear OG now. I mean, my internet took a shit. Can you hear me, OG?
Yes, sir. Coming through fine.
I don't know what's going on my internet. Yeah, my internet just keeps taking a shit on me. But E-Dub gifted you 1 gifted membership, my good sir. LA is doing LA things. It probably. Never mind.
It was you versus him tonight.
It's me and OG versus him, but he don't want to show up, so we automatically get dubs over here.
Bet you can't do it like me. Stretch 4 ways like that,
That's a fact.
Appreciate you, Dub.
There we go. Let's finish this one up real quick.
Sound like you're scared.
Chief and Whitey. Then he's a tough guy.
I mean, you think that's okay?
This is a sad reality when you rush to judgment and mentally exclude any evidence that contradicts your initial determination. Theming is so important when you're preparing.
Yeah, I don't care what the fuck is it. That shit right there, it was stupid. But I think that was a good fucking synopsis of the case that we know so far. I actually want to take more looks into that because it just seems interesting to me. Because that her defense attorney actually seems pretty good. Seems pretty good, but Trash says they're a bunch of fucking weirdos. So, and I probably agree with you on that one. All right, let's get these OGs in here. All right. Let me move this over here to this side of the game. Hopefully my internet don't take a shit anymore. At least I stayed up though. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. You got a synopsis of this one, or we just gonna watch it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna watch it.
Okay, hey, that's how we like it.
A neighbor reported hearing a woman scream while an armed man assaulted her. Police rushed in, trying to get her out.
Can you see anything?
St. Paul Police, show your hands.
Just after midnight on January 6th, a neighbor called 911 from Thomas Avenue in St. Paul, reporting a woman screaming, being beaten and sexually assaulted by a man inside an apartment. He said he heard thumping, crying, and saw what looked like a black handgun in the man's backpack. Multiple St. Paul police officers urgently respond to the area.
Zena's calling.
I do.
Hey, where's St. Paul at? Is that Minnesota?
I have no idea.
Me either. I'm gonna look it up on my phone.
Male beating female, such as he's sexually assaulting her.
What's on Thomas?
Now screaming at each other. Female crying now, screaming again. Yes, what's on Thomas? One block, or just past the Rundle.
On Thomas?
And 121, first bar just to Thomas. Looks like there's no previous history for apartment number 1.
Oh, it is Minnesota.
3 more blocks.
Oh.
Right here. Sorry. Right here. It was 3 blocks past where we turned.
464.
Yeah. Apartment 1.
You on?
Yeah.
Your incident has been updated.
It must be that.
Your incident has
Our
been
coverage
updated.
is made possible by Morgan & Morgan. If you've been seriously hurt, your injury could be worth millions, and you might never know unless you fight for real justice. Many insurance companies offer less, a lot less than you deserve, but Morgan & Morgan doesn't sell.
We're not doing that.
Your incident has been updated.
Definitely not doing that.
Yep, they're downstairs. He's leaving. I'm gonna go to the back.
It went out back. Hey, did you call?
No, I was just saying it's not me involved.
Do you hear what's going on?
I just heard someone.
What apartment? Is there another door to that apartment? That's the only one? Okay.
This person moved out yesterday.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, Josh. Josh! Is there no other point of exit?
There's a door back here to the building.
But this is the only door they can exit out of.
Yeah.
They can go through the window.
What?
They must be at the wrong place.
But this is the only door they can exit.
No other point of exit.
You're useless back there.
Where's the apartment one?
That's weird.
There's that one right there. You see anything in that window? We saw 2 people walking around.
It's this window right here.
What are these windows?
That shit look cold as a bitch.
Hey, can you see anything? It's this window right here. Can you see anything?
Thank you. Where's their apartment?
Only the windows and this door.
OG, have you ever seen an apartment complex like this?
Yes.
Oh shit! I've never a split level apartment complex. That's well, I guess you can the brownstones. I guess in New York and places like that. I would say yeah. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Okay.
We saw 2 people over there.
St. Paul police, open the door!
Flintstone apartment.
Show your hands. Come on out. Come on out. Come on out.
It's a split level house converted into apartments. Okay.
Show your hands. Show your hands. St. Paul police, show your hands.
You see him?
You have any weapons? Show
Show your hands. Show your hands.
Just some rain shit.
St. Paul Police, show your hands. St. Paul Police, show your hands.
Hey, can one of you guys go? That's.
No. St. Paul Police.
Yo, that cop ran. Wait a second, OG.
Safety first, sir. Safety first.
Safety first. Okay. All right. I'll let it slide. But, can I see it one more time, though?
Got it. Go ahead. I was laughing when I seen the nigga do it the first time.
Can one of you guys go? That's.
St. Paul Police, show your hands and slowly walk out of the room. Show your hands! Hey! He got something! Show your hands! Hey! He got something!
Your incident has been updated.
Okay. Well, wait a minute.
178, we got shots fired. Copy, shots fired. 464.
Okay.
The suspect.
Okay, so hold on. I guess he had something. Could it have been a phone? Possible.
I thought it was something else, but
it could have been. I don't know. But running at a cop with something in your hand is never a good thing to do. I wouldn't advise that. That's a sure way to get shot. Wouldn't you say so?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. All right. We're on the same page. I'm not going to say that anything wrong right now, you know. Yeah.
Suspect, later identified as Brett Cole Fraser, dashed out of the apartment and charged at Officer Needham with his cell phone in his hand. Needham fired 3 shots, striking Fraser once in the arm. The injury wasn't fatal, but he lost consciousness shortly after the shot was fired. When he woke up, he was already in the back of an ambulance. Medics had rushed him to Regions Hospital in St. Paul for treatment. With the scene secured, police began their investigation and interviewed the female victim to uncover what had happened inside the apartment.
I know you are, and I'm sure you're super frustrated.
Guys, I just want to go.
I know. Can you tell me your first name?
No, I want to go.
And I want to get you out of here, but I do have to be able to identify you. So this boyfriend, who is this guy? What's his name?
Brett.
Brett?
Yeah, we're running them together. No.
They got the apartment shot up.
Okay. What happened today? Tonight?
I just wanted to leave, and another guy messaged me and set him off, and that was that. And no, he didn't hurt me. He just pushed and shoved me around. He smashed both my phones.
Just tell me more about that. I need to get an idea of what happened.
We just got in a fight. And I was messaging another guy, and he didn't like it because this person was gonna come pick me up, but I wanted to leave.
Okay.
He was being weird.
Has he been physical with you before?
No.
Okay, so this is a little out of character for him.
Yeah.
Tell me about what happened when law enforcement got there.
They shot him. They got me out. Shot him.
Did you see the shooting?
I was already out. But he had no weapons, no nothing. He was literally surrendering, and he was shoot him.
Meanwhile, Fraser regained consciousness at the hospital, where investigators interviewed him to hear his side of the story.
Wait a minute. I don't even want to hear his side yet. Did this bitch just say that he was surrendering?
That's what she said.
Did you see a surrender?
I seen the only thing I seen was something in nigga hands. That could have been a gun, but it was a cell phone. So, I mean, I didn't see no surrender though. I mean, he didn't verbalize it. So I don't know what she talking about.
You see, this is my problem, right? Like I said, I haven't seen this. Like I said, it's a short way to get shot by the police. Running at the police with your phone in your hand. It don't even matter what's in your hand. It could be anything. If you run towards me and I can't tell what it is, I'm gonna protect me first. Would you agree with that, LG?
Always, sir.
Okay, yeah. I don't see nothing they did wrong besides not put him down. They should have put his ass
Most
down.
valuable player. Nobody else.
That's a whole fact. Hey, I ought to put his ass to sleep for real. He only got shot in the arm. Oh, he a horrible shot. Him was scared.
He could have built his ass up if he wanted to, but yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He shot 3 times, only hit him in the arm, and he was running at nigga. He was less than 10 feet away from you, dog. This is crazy.
It could have been a closed casket. That nigga would have
whole fact.
up a little bit. Nigga,
fucking trash. Trash, you ain't shit. Make payphones great again. Hey, I seen the payphone 75 fucking cents, dog. I was tripping. I said, whoa, wait a minute, to make a local call? Nah.
You said you were there arguing with your girlfriend?
Yeah.
So tell me about this argument. You said you and her were in an argument?
Yeah, we're just arguing.
Over what?
What was it even about? I don't even remember, to be honest.
Uh-huh.
And then the neighbor decided to call the cops.
The neighbor, do you know who this neighbor is?
I don't know his name.
Can you explain or can you elaborate on this argument that you had with
I'm just arguing.
I'm sorry, what?
Just arguing.
Okay. Over, do you recall anything?
Drug, probably.
Drug? Okay. What kind of drug? Or drugs?
Fentanyl.
Why were you guys arguing over
Them
fentanyl?
motherfuckers have fentanyl, dog.
And the argument was over what?
I don't know.
Using it, like selling it, what?
Her not getting enough or whatnot. Or,
okay.
Even though I was the one that made the money. It's that stupid. It's just dumb stuff.
Right. So where were you at when you said they shot you?
Right outside the apartment door.
So you were outside the apartment door?
It was crowded.
No, was that gun in her purse? That was the bag she was holding. So this bitch had the gun, and they let that bitch walk up out of there. Oh, she a good girlfriend. She saved this nigga life almost. God damn it, boy. Yeah, she wasn't hoeing enough. That's a whole fact, Mayo. Okay.
Yeah, what?
Her not getting enough or whatnot. Or,
okay.
Even though I was the one that made the money. It's that stupid. It's just dumb stuff.
Right. So where were you at when you said they shot you?
Right outside the apartment door.
So you were outside the apartment door?
It was crowded. I mean, it was crowded.
Right.
And, I mean, you're looking like the guy was justified for it. I mean, I wasn't. I came out yelling, running at them like he's completely justified to shoot. I would have done the same too. I mean,
tell me why. Why would you? Why do you say you would have done the same?
He felt threatened for his life.
I'm sorry, what?
Felt threatened for his life.
Why is that? What were you doing to say that?
He just didn't know if I had a gun or not. You know, I just popped out of a room out of nowhere. You know.
But you yourself, what were your hands? I mean, how was your body language? Can you describe that to me?
I don't know, like not like I was like bang or nothing.
I'm sorry, what?
It's not like I made like a handgun or nothing. Like
it's not like you did that?
Yeah, no.
Okay. What were you doing with your hands?
I just ran out. Like, I just ran out. Like,
were you holding on to anything?
I think I had my phone in my hand, maybe.
Okay.
Fraser was later released from the hospital and booked into jail on unrelated warrants. Officer Needham was placed on standard administrative leave after the shooting. Investigators found Fraser's cell phone and a small bag of meth near where he was shot. The Ramsey County attorney later ruled officers were justified in their use of force. Fraser is now out of custody, and as of publication, no charges have been filed in connection to the alleged assault that brought police to the apartment early that morning. For exclusive clips and behind-the-scenes content, join us on patreon.com/MidwestCrime.
Okay, OG. You got one not dead. The cops they need more training. My goddamn. Do I got my sign up on this goddamn? Oh, I don't have it on here. Don't worry, it's coming. I'm gonna put my need more training sign that's gonna look like it's in goddamn neon, goddamn it, so I can just have it behind me every time we see these cops that need more motherfucking training. Cause he should have put that motherfucker down. For real. Let's see what's the next video we got going on here. All right, I see it. There we go. That old lady's the one that snitched on him. That's what it was. It wasn't no man. That was that old lady. She just sounded like a man because she been smoking 12 packs of cigarettes a day.
You know, they over here arguing, you know.
Fight with the cops after realizing he's not the one in charge anymore.
The situation is, this gentleman here, from what I understand, for some reason thought there's a car parked next to mine, there's a family in there. Okay. They took his phone in the Publix Plaza on 21, near 21st Street. Okay. I just got off the phone with the wife of the gentleman who thinks his phone was taken by them. She has his phone. It was in the car.
So they caused like a disturbance here, or?
Didn't cause a disturbance for us, but for the people driving. He went in, followed them in, thinking that they had his phone.
They followed him all the way to Publix?
From there, yeah. I came in off the main drag here, so.
So this guy thinks that these people stole his phone from Publix. That's the gist of this?
Initially.
Did they engage with each other?
Well, it was verbal as far as it wasn't pleasant, I would assume. When I got here, they were, they weren't swearing or cursing at each other, but they weren't happy.
We'll go talk to them. You guys just hang tight for a second?
Yeah, that's his phone or his wife's phone.
Okay.
She has his phone, so he probably just went over and apologized to him, but you can take it.
Okay.
That's all yours.
Hey, sorry.
Sir, we'll come talk to you in a second, okay?
Yeah. All right.
That means don't walk this way. Thank you. So if you want, I can go talk to one car. You can go talk to the other car. So I'll go talk to the white car. Are you in the white car, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll come over here and have a conversation and see what's going on tonight.
Are you in the other car here?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's going on? Can you take a step back from me, please?
Oh, sure.
Thanks. I just don't like people coming that close to me.
That's fine. Sorry.
All right. So what happened?
I think there was just a misunderstanding.
Okay.
He ended up following us in here, and it just kind of scared me. And so
Okay.
I came
So
back
what
to
was the
front
misunderstanding?
gate. He thought we had his phone.
So what's going on here? Why are they calling us?
Because I thought somebody stole my phone. I thought it was these people. They left us 2J's restaurant. I thought it was them.
Okay. Which vehicle?
They're fine. You can talk to them. Your partner's talking to them. All they want to do is go home.
Okay. Are you a cop?
No, I ain't a cop.
Why are you following people? You should just call us, let us do that kind of stuff, okay?
I was at the Vero Beach Police Department. You know what they did for me? Nothing.
Okay, well, I'm not the Vero Beach Police Department. I mean, I'm the sheriff's office, okay?
I understand. Can I explain something to you?
No. You can, but you're putting your own safety and the safety of others at risk by following people. So if you think you're the victim of a crime, call us. That's my first thing to you. No matter whatever
called
going forward
Homeland
tonight.
Security is who I call. That's above you, and that's above the police.
Okay, well, they don't have jurisdiction in someone's cell phone being stolen in the county. So
they have jurisdiction in the United States.
Okay, well,
that's
this is not a terrorist.
That's above everybody.
Okay.
But you did, right?
No, we don't have his phone. His wife has it.
Okay.
So.
His wife had the phone, but he thought that you had it?
Yeah. I think
Does he live here?
No.
But your family
My
lives
father
here?
lives here. My brother lives here.
Okay. So where were you coming from?
We were at Publix down on 21. We went and had dinner with my husband, his mom, and sister. They just drove up from Delray. We just flew in today.
Okay.
We drove out to the Publix because it closes at 9.
Okay.
So we got all of our groceries we needed for tonight and tomorrow.
Did you see them at Publix or anything?
No.
Oh.
No. I was at a stop sign. I didn't realize it was him until now, but he was like flashing high beams and stuff. And
Okay. All right. So then you drove all the way here and then went through the gate.
then I
as
realized,
normal. And
somebody's following me the whole way. And then my husband was like, "Don't go to the house."
Right.
Like I came here really fast and just stopped.
Okay. And then flag the security down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you why that I'm being so rude.
Okay, well,
I was on.
No, you cannot, because you've already told me that you're following people. Sir, you're being detained right now, okay?
All right, you can arrest me.
I'm happy to have a conversation with you, okay? But you're a lot older than me, and you should be more mature than this. Okay?
I am very mature.
No, because this is not being
if
mature.
you knew what happened this afternoon with the sheriff's department, you wouldn't be doing this.
We're having a conversation about this incident, okay? If you have other complaints with the sheriff's office, file them.
I will.
Go down in the morning. Okay, good. We're talking about this incident right now, okay?
Tonight.
It is closed. It's after hours. What I'm trying to tell you, if you're the victim of a crime, you can't be following people, okay? That's our job.
Okay.
Okay? I'm not saying you're a bad guy. I'm not saying you're a good guy. I'm just saying you're putting your safety and others out. Now, now that we have that understanding, why don't you continue with your story, okay?
Okay, I was online this morning. I need to buy a car. I'm buying property down here, okay?
Okay.
I'm not a criminal.
I don't think I said you were.
No, you didn't.
Correct, okay.
You did not. You ever heard of a guy named Pat Ty? He used to be a colonel in the Port St. Lucie Sheriff Department. Then he went to the Vero Beach Sheriff's Department as a major.
in Florida.
He retired.
Okay.
Okay.
They in Florida. All right, you can just wait by your car. I'm going to go see what he... Thank you.
Sound like Brooklyn.
Okay.
I want to look at this truck.
Yeah, you know all them old motherfuckers retired down here. They come here to die. That's what I say. them old motherfuckers come in and die. That's all they do. It's crazy. It's crazy. Just like Ruckus did. He come down here to die. He get tired of cold weather. You come to Florida. You may get some cold weather every now and again. You know what I mean? But it ain't like it is up there. You get like a couple weeks of it. Not even a couple weeks. Shit. But yeah, these old motherfuckers come here to die. That's about it.
This afternoon, I called online. Now, this all could be a misunderstanding. The woman sounded like she was elderly, and it sounded like her husband died. Okay, she's selling the dually $450. Okay.
Is this story in relation to what happened tonight?
No.
Okay.
No, you can go. We don't need.
That's not how it works. I'm in control. You're not.
All right.
If you'd like to tell me,
I don't want to tell you nothing.
Okay, so you want me to go exclusively by what the other party's saying?
Whatever they're saying.
Their story, 100%.
They want to arrest me. Arrest me.
Okay.
Go tell them.
All right, that's your choice.
Yeah.
Let me go talk to you over here.
Well, you're not free to leave, okay?
No, I ain't leaving. This is my car.
Okay, I'm just on body-worn camera telling you that, okay?
Not a problem. Cuff me into the car. I won't leave.
She says pretty much what the guard said.
Yeah, he openly told me this happened at 2J's. He followed him. He said that they weren't involved. He made a mistake. I told him he can't be doing this.
They said that his wife had the phone the whole time. They don't care. They want to go home. They didn't want to go to the house because somebody was following them, so they turned around and came back to the guard check.
Okay, so whose phone is this then?
I don't know, because I thought that was his phone.
I did too, but he says they already have it.
This must be her phone. Is it? Whose phone is this?
I don't know.
This is nobody in this car?
No.
You don't recognize the kids or anything?
No. I have no idea whose phone that is.
I don't know either. Okay.
Sir, do you have a driver's license?
No, I don't. It's in my phone. Here, I'll give you my wife's phone. Call her.
Nope, that's not.
I don't have no idea. It's in my phone.
Okay, that's fine. We have other ways of looking you up. Stop.
Michael.
Just okay.
This nigga
Hang on. I appreciate that you're telling me the information. Just let me get my pad out. I gotta write this stuff down. All right.
Whose phone is it? Is this your phone?
That's my phone.
Okay.
What's your first name, sir?
Michael. Could I see my phone to see my ID?
I don't need that at this point. What's your date of birth?
My license is in there.
No, your license is a physical plastic card, sir. It's not inside of a phone.
It's behind the case?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
No,
I got
Explain
it.
that.
No, it's not there. There was a leather folder on this.
Okay. You know what? Give me this back. You're not allowed to have it yet. I'm had enough with you already. You're causing this whole commotion, and you're acting like you're being inconvenienced. And this is all because of you, because you made the mistake and thought that they took your phone when they didn't.
I'm stupid. Arrest me. I don't give a fuck. Arrest me.
You're about to be arrested.
Put the cuffs on me and arrest me. Take my car. Drive my car.
If you're going to continue,
drive my car to the station. Just arrest me.
If you're going to cause a commotion,
I'm going to arrest me.
And you're going to disturb people, you will go to jail.
I'm not disturbing anybody, but arrest me. I'll go to jail.
Okay, you need to keep your mouth shut. Is what you need to do.
You need to not talk to me like that. I don't give a f. You're the chief of police.
You come up to me like that again, you go to jail.
You're going to jail.
Right, well, you're going to go in cuffs for now.
Don't twist them, because I'll call my lawyer and I'll sue this town.
Okay. There you go.
I don't know how to respond to that.
You're not free to walk away from us.
Okay. Do me a favor, would you? Would you call the Vero Police Department?
You're not in the city of Vero, my man.
I don't give a f where I am.
Okay.
I'm going to call the Vero Police
You're getting
Department.
disorderly
What I want
conduct
to
charge.
do.
Okay. You can call from the jail.
I'll call from jail, but take these goddamn. You ruin my fucking wrists, and I'm telling you, it's going to be a problem.
You pull away from me, and it's
I'm
going
not
to be a
pulling
problem.
away from you. I'll
You
stand
did.
right
That's
here.
why I pulled you back to me.
All right. Okay.
When handcuffs go on, they need to be double locked.
Okay.
So they don't get tighter.
No problem. Don't worry about it. You keep them on there. We're going to see what's going to happen tomorrow when I get my fucking lawyer on the phone.
So would you agree you find his behavior disorderly?
He was trying to ask.
No, I mean right now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Tell my wife to call my lawyer right now, please.
Okay. Well, you don't call the shots.
Okay.
And I'm not going to tell your wife anything.
Okay.
And you need to calm down, or you
calming
will
down.
go to jail.
I don't care if I go to jail, but you will take these fucking cuffs off of me. I'll tell you that right now.
This is how you normally behave yourself? No, this is how you conduct yourself in public?
No, it's not. I do not.
Okay.
See that
Well, then
gentleman
why are
over
you
there?
doing it right now?
Walk him over here.
Let's go over here to the truck.
Do you have anything in your pockets?
I don't think so.
There's some cash.
Do me a favor. Give that cash to those guys over there. You guys ain't taking that cash.
You really think you're in control, don't you?
No, I don't.
Telling us what to do?
You're in control. But you sure as fuck ain't taking my cash.
What are you going to do about it?
You'll find out shortly when my lawyer comes.
Okay. Well, it'll be entered with your property at the jail.
I want to see somebody sign that paperwork for my stuff. Hold on a minute.
Nope.
Take a step up under the
Come on, you can do
floorboard.
I'm 74 years old, pal.
Okay, well, take your time, but taking the time.
I ain't taking my time. Get an ambulance here and take me to jail.
No.
Okay.
You're getting in the car, or we're going to have to put you in the car.
Well, you're going to put me in the car then.
Okay.
Okay, so you're refusing to entering the truck?
No, I ain't refusing. I want an ambulance is what I'm asking.
Ambulances take people to the hospital. They don't take
That's
them
where
to
I'm
jail.
going, to the hospital.
This is going, you're going
My arm is fucking broke. Let go of my fucking arm.
Okay, step in. Car.
I ain't getting in this fucking car. Let go of my fucking arm. Get assholes.
Get in the car. Get in. Making no attempt to make this easy.
My fucking arm is broke, you fucking asshole. It is broke.
Take a step in the car.
Stand up and get in the car.
Be an adult.
Take the cuffs off.
Be an adult.
Take the cuffs off.
Be an adult.
Take the cuffs off. I'll get in the car. Get the shoot.
Stop talking and I'll answer you.
Get the shift
Stop
supervisor.
talking.
Okay. Call a shift supervisor.
You're still talking.
Okay.
If I put the cuffs in the front, are you going to get in this truck and be
I
quiet?
will. No problem.
Are you sure about that?
You have my word.
All right, well,
stand up.
Use your feet and stand up. I'm trying to help you.
You got
all right?
the fucking cuffs. Break them.
I don't have them on your feet, man. Take a step. You're walking just fine. About 10 minutes and pacing around, no problems.
Putting your fingers
and all of a sudden,
okay.
you're acting like you're crippled.
Now you're
Must be.
now you're the victim. Now you're the victim. If you're not crippled,
said you motherfucker.
Yeah, I said the same thing too. Nigga ain't listen. Just put the goddamn handcuffs in the front, sir. It ain't gonna hurt you. Goddamn, you know the nigga can't outrun y'all. He can't really do nothing to y'all. He ain't got no weapon. You done already checked all that shit. Come on, bro. And then you butt hurt because the motherfucker talking to you that way. Oh, he just
what
being
up, chaotic Drew? That shit.
You see in the chat.
Yeah.
That nigga on. Let me make sure that nigga.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's damn right. I kind of figured he was over on the poor side of the game.
Shut the fuck You ain't shit.
Oh, you know it, nigga. What we doing here, Sam?
Not a goddamn thing. Watching these goddamn crackers act like crackers. That shit crazy. He do sound like Ruckus like a motherfucker though. That shit funny.
You, bro, he sound like Ruckus drunk. Nigga, they don't know. L.A. No.
You're breaking my arm.
Put them goddamn handcuffs in the front. Help that old man out, man.
I'm calling a better station.
That nigga grade already went down for me anyway because that nigga got butt hurt over words. That nigga told that nigga, yeah, you ain't gonna do this. He said, oh, so you telling me what I ain't gonna do? Oh, I said, oh,
it's a whole fact. Tell that motherfucker what he ain't gonna do. I like that shit. Yeah. Get them old ass crackers in line. God damn it, get them in line, motherfucker. We ain't playing that shit no more. Sick of this shit. I done got yelled at all day by my dad. I'm tired of these old crackers. I think I drove my dad crazy today. OG. I think I drove him crazy today. I think.
Pops don't get no losses in my eyes. So
shit. I know.
Straight
up. Hey, look at that nigga, man. I just can't. What do you say? I'm gonna give my time. What do you say? I'm gonna transfer my time to Pops.
Yeah. Everything I gotta say, he gonna say it for me. You know
okay. Yeah, that ain't gonna lead you down the wrong way. That
I don't mind jumping off the bridge, sir.
I know it's okay. Yeah, that motherfucker. I was on the phone with him for at least 4 hours a day.
Last night. Crazy ass.
I wasn't arguing. I was just making sure I drove him crazy. That's about it. I was making sure I drove that nigga crazy today, boy. I said, oh, yeah, I'm driving this nigga crazy today. I'm going to make sure I drive this motherfucker crazy. Fucking asshole. That motherfucker's asshole. I'm going to tell you, get your buddy, man. Get your goddamn buddy.
Can't do nothing, man. He dope. You know what I'm saying?
I'm surprised he ain't brought his old half ass up here.
You ain't first, you last, nigga.
I said the reason y'all motherfuckers get along because y'all motherfucking favor each other. Y'all goddamn light brights, man. Goddamn. The whole light bright ass motherfuckers next light
Sir,
bright next to white.
I'm darker than you.
No, you
we in the
ain't.
three
Stop.
shades.
No,
You know
we,
what I'm
no,
talking
you
about?
ain't.
You got
No, you
and
ain't.
then you got Tom,
We,
and then you got
sir,
Pops.
sir,
That's how
we
the color
had,
line goes, sir. It
sir,
goes from
we
darkest to
had to,
lightest, sir. That's
sir,
that's what we already proved this already,
sir, we had to literally give you some color in these pictures.
So what you had to do was not use Photoshop on none of my pictures. But since you didn't do it, it showed up regular. But the time that you did use Photoshops to make the pictures pop, I popped. You know what I'm saying? Because my lighting is so good. You know, it's not my fault, sir. You know what I'm saying?
Is that what you want to say?
Well,
Listen,
I can't really say nothing about it, bro. I got them rooms here at the house, dog. The problem is I need to stop taking pictures around the Grove. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to take no pictures around me because my lighting is so good. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas ain't got that type of, they ain't got them type of looms. Like you only see that shit. You only see the type of pictures I take on stadiums when the motherfucking light pointed straight at you. When you get award stuff, because you know they it's called a dynamic night, a dynamic light. They just
I know what it's called. I know what it's called.
You know what I'm talking about? Each one of my
yeah. That's why your ass is ultra bright. You call it what you want.
When I take pictures, you know, my lighting is just so good. It's like professional. But you know, but every time I take pictures,
so you know what? You know what? Here's the thing, right? When you take pictures with a professional light, it gives you the right color. So the ultra bright light that you with, like we said, Mr. Light Bright, is the true picture of you. I got it. Yeah. You're right.
And don't forget to throw in the part that you throw that good picture, which is a, you know what I'm saying, professional picture into Photoshop to make it unprofessional to give me light skin.
No, sir.
It's called
Not
Photoshop,
at all.
sir. Like I seen it happen.
We gave you color in there because you were so bright. I said, L.A.
Now we're hearing that
L.A.
But the picture was dark when I sent it. You know what
I said we cannot put him on this goddamn thumbnail or this background picture if he is that light. I can't. I just, with everything in me, he gotta have some color. Get this nigga some color. That what OG did. Let me show you what LA did. Let me show you.
You don't even gotta show them what LA did. I can just prove this point. Everything that these niggas use, it comes with the money, right? So Photoshop, all this other stuff they use, they pay for this monthly.
I don't use Photoshop. I don't use anything.
I use the generic, which is the what?
I don't know. You talking? I do the same thing. So we're in the same boat.
I doubt it because everything that you post got to be.
Shit.
I just seen it, bro. We literally made the same thumbnail, and my thumbnail came out different than
trash. We ain't watching him, dog.
You know
we had to give him color because he was already whitewashed.
Appreciate you.
That's crazy.
Let me highlight that, bro. Right on point.
Take that shit down. I don't want to
I don't know what you're doing. I did the same thing. I just couldn't. They try to say me like I'm a nigga in Africa, like I'm skin lighting. These niggas lighting up my skin every time, bro.
You a lie. You a lie to have. You crazy.
Follow me on all social platforms. You go to Instagram at OGDoDirty. Go to Facebook
and you'll see
at OGDoDirty. Go to everything I look at in all my pictures. Check out the pictures with me on the river. I'm the same color.
That nigga sits in this nigga literally tans. Who do you know that's black that needs a tan?
Sir, I farm for a living. I know I'm darker than most.
That's why you tan. You over here tanning just so you can have real nigga skin. It's okay. I understand.
So these niggas take my pictures that I seen and light them up to inflate what they expect me to be because they haven't seen it. Come on, stop.
This nigga.
Tell them about the gun line, boss. Yeah, man, you see the pictures? Come on, now they on there. I don't know what to tell you, sir.
I don't know what to tell you, but I tell you one thing I know. I know we had to give you color so you can be like one of us.
I was told color was given to brighten up the picture.
No. Color was given to darken up. We darkened you up, sir.
The picture.
Yeah. We gave you a lot of contrast.
When I sent it.
We gave you a lot of contrast, sir. You needed it.
The picture I sent to y'all was the same picture I posted online. 2 different pictures.
I don't know about that. We can keep arguing that, but that's bullshit.
Then can you climb into the truck
I will,
and sit down?
I will do that.
Well, I told you what I'm going to do. I'm going in the front.
So you suck.
I swear to
Do
God.
not take these cuffs off.
Right.
Fucking shoot me.
Don't take the cuffs
I
off.
ain't going in this fucking truck. Okay? You put me in this truck and I'm fucking.
Get in the car. Get in the car. Get in the car.
My fucking wrist.
Get in the truck.
My fucking wrist. Ah!
Get in.
Oh, my fucking
You know what?
wrist.
I'll get my car.
My
and we can put the other
fucking
side.
wrist. They broke my fucking
Stand
wrist.
up.
Okay, put that on. Get your supervisor on
Okay.
and he can see it.
Oh, yeah, we will.
You can talk to the supervisor at the
Oh,
jail.
you
Stand up.
my wrist.
Stand up. Stand up. Use your feet. God gave you feet. You can do it. Come on. Stand up.
God's gonna.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
Yep, yep.
No problem. A big problem. You've been so
Have a seat in this
cooperative.
car.
Yep.
If you don't want to get in this one, then we'll go from the other side and we'll drag you in there.
Could you please put the cuffs in the front?
No, you're being an asshole. Why would we do that?
I tried that, and that option's out the window. So
I'm in the car.
Come on.
Or I'm going to go to the other side and I'm going to drag you into the car.
All right.
Now
you
climb
broke my
in the car.
fucking wrist. You f***ing guys, my wife is here and witness this.
Okay.
You guys think this is funny?
Get in the
Yes.
car.
I'm not putting my leg in there.
What'd you say?
I say pause that real quick.
Yes,
let me
sir.
put the microphone closer to me, sir. Seeing like you can't hear me. I think this dude is telling the truth. Now, this is the second officer that we just displayed that lied.
Mm-hmm.
We had one that just sat there and lied blatantly in front of the judge. That was crazy shit. That nigga just lied. I don't know what the hell he was doing. Like, or whoever he was in front of, the instructor, whoever the fuck that people was, whatever he was going through, he lied. And then you got this nigga that just seriously lied. Sir, he was willing to put the handcuffs in front of him. The officer got butthurt because of his double lock system on the goddamn handcuffs, sir. And he didn't like the tone that the old man was spilling at him, which I didn't see nothing wrong with. He didn't smut your name out. He just told you what he was going to do. And he had no problem with that. You took it the wrong way, got hurt, your feelings got hurt, and now you don't want to put the cuffs on the front.
No,
And
sir.
then you
Fuck
want to
that
blame it
nigga,
on
man.
him. Yeah, man. Sorry ass cops. Do some push-ups, nigga.
Do some push-ups, nigga. Do some
And give me
push-ups,
25
nigga.
man, nigga, because you ain't got shit, bro.
Yeah, now give me 25. Wake up now. That shit
Squat
crazy.
ropes, nigga. These are squat ropes. I don't even know what the fuck that is, nigga, but you need to do it.
That nigga said it's squat thrust, nigga.
Yeah.
You.
Man, nigga, do some chin backs. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga, get your chin up and back, hoe ass nigga. That means yes, nigga, up and down. Nigga, learn how to do that, nigga, instead of leaving your left foot head side to side, left to right, talking about no. That's your problem, nigga. Do some chin backs, hoe ass nigga. That nigga there, bro. Hey, don't be stealing my shit on YouTube, too, because I know y'all niggas be stealing on that hoe, nigga. I ain't heard no nigga say chin backs. Come on now. Give me my credit. What we need.
You know what? I can't even argue that. That shit was funny.
I told the nigga that before. I told the nigga that nigga chin was small and then was popping, so that nigga do chin backs. So it was just, you know, that was one of my scolds I used to use when people hit every time. It'll make a nigga want to fight you. Like, you know, you niggas get mad. Nigga, go ahead, nigga, keep on talking, nigga. Oh, nigga, now this nigga want to ball up his little baby fist. You know what I'm talking about? You just keep on going on.
I can't. You know what's fucked up about these little tall ass niggas? They motherfucking hands is like this goddamn long and shit. He got motherfucking orangutan fingers and shit. You gonna call everyone else's fist baby fist. Fuck you, nigga.
Only thing that nigga can call me is a walnut, nigga. You
This nigga said, "Oh, he balled up his baby fist." That's so.
man, I used to make niggas fight me, bro. They be like, "Ooh, I can't stand that whole ass nigga." Yeah, but I keep on ragging on your ass. I'm gonna be laughing and have everybody laughing with me, bro. I'm like,
Oh my god,
yeah, they
that
should put
shit
me on
crazy.
roast, bro. I'm crazy.
That nigga said, "God, you know what? I can't even. That shit funny than a motherfucker, dog." Man, that shit was funny. All right, let's continue.
Do what the f you want. Drag me through. You break my fucking leg and I'll
sue this fucking state.
You chose this route.
You need to handle me like this because I'm 74. You two fucking gorillas.
You're acting like you're 10 years old.
Hey, don't act like you're 74 years old. You're acting like a 12.
My fucking wrist is broke.
Is that why your feet don't work?
Oh, you fucking cocksucker! You motherfucker! You fucking asshole!
This shit crazy.
While being transported, Michael's behavior dramatically shifts into something entirely new.
Kathy, turn the TV. Kathy, turn the TV on. Turn the AC on. It's hot. Fucking sun, it's too hot. Turn the AC on. Turn on the AC. You know what happens when I get overheated? I get heat stroke. The fucking sun, it's gotta be. I don't give a fuck if it's cold at night. It's 80 degrees in the daytime, and if you're standing in the sun with your hat off, it's hot.
This nigga is insane.
You're cold. You gotta get in the AC. You
You were with my husband earlier?
Yes, he's been arrested and he's at the Indian River County Jail.
He's at the county jail?
Yes, he's been arrested tonight.
So what should I do? How do I find out what I'm supposed to do?
You can call the Indian River County Jail and speak with the booking deputies, and they'll tell you when he's able to be bonded out. So you can post his bond tonight.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Michael began hitting his head in the squad car in addition to his stuttering and murmuring. It's possible he began acting this way due to hitting his head, or it's possible he was simply trying to continue annoying officers. He continued this behavior for the remainder of the ride to jail. He was charged with trespass on property, breach of peace, 2 counts of resisting arrest without violence, and disorderly conduct. He is innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law.
Now this one is definitely different. It appears we have an ex-cop who's having a problem with letting go of the past. And trust me, I do get it, because when
you cut that LA looking ass nigga, get them nigga off the screen. I don't like that nigga. I don't like that copper. You still listening to it though. I pulled it off the scrreen. Yeah, I don't I don't like listening to that nigga ass, bro. Every time a video quit, I just cut that nigga off, bro. I don't even support that dude, man.
I don't even support that dude. All right. We got the next one. It says 25.
So
yeah,
this will be my long one, and then Tom gonna have one for us right after this. So this is all good shit. So what we've been seeing so far is we seen one cop that should have did good, but he got mercy, and we gave that nigga a C. He should have got a D, but we upped it to a C. But this nigga that we just got through seeing got a totally F. Like, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. And he let old school talk shit to him. You know what I'm saying? And only had to use the power with that was bestowed upon him to the greater point. To this nigga had to do a 74-year-old like that, get you an F, brother. Like, you could have did better. You know what I'm saying? That nigga he outspoke you, sir. But this one right here is this lady who I'm pretty sure is going to get under people's skin. She's a manipulator, a liar. And the case is just now going through. And they just found the last employee probably like a month or 2 ago is what I thought I heard. The case was like 3 years ago. So they had employees working for them, and they just now found the last one. She's black. And, it's a good story. Most people probably heard it. If you ain't heard it, it's gonna trigger you. But I think the cops did a good job. So this is my good cop. And then we're going to get y'all to those sire ass, puss ass cops again.
Oh, yeah, before we do that, I want to bring us both back over here. Just want to let y'all know, went out and found me some neon so I can put that up there. Them niggas needed some more training. They needed more training. That shit crazy over here in these streets. Anywho, I thought I'll let y'all see that. Let's bring back these, there we go, right here. That nigga beat that dough down crazy, dog.
That's all right. That's a white nigga.
Mom, I would never go in the shower.
Where are his kids?
Like where? Yeah. It's playing down here.
Those in the chat do not get triggered.
There's got to be a way to get down.
On the afternoon of November 13th, 2019, Officer Landon of El Paso County, Colorado, conducts a welfare check at a daycare center after receiving a tip about its owner, Carla Marie Faith. She'd allegedly been taking in more children than allowed by her license and was hiding them. The licensing officer tries to contact Carla but is told that no children are present that day. However, parents had requested a welfare check on a child that has been dropped off at the center that morning. As Officer Landon and the licensing officer approach the property, they remain unprepared for the shocking discovery that awaits them inside.
I'm going to search. This is weird. I have a really bad feeling about what's going on here.
The first officer on scene at the Play Mountain Place Daycare Center meets with two licensing officials. The daycare's owner, Carla Marie Faith, has told licensing officials that she has no children on the property that day. Little does she know, the supervisor has been in contact with a mother who confirmed that she dropped her toddler off at the residence earlier that morning. The officer is now tasked with puzzling out the truth, but she cannot know just how many secrets Carla may be hiding. The following footage has never been seen before.
There's nothing visible in the front. They would be in this room.
Yes. So I'm wondering if we need to have her come to try to pick up her child.
She said she was willing to come here.
As a mom, I would never bring her.
Hello, CSPD.
Carla wasn't actually here because she pulled up in the silver Jeep that's over there.
So do you believe that these kids are by themselves in this house?
Potentially. We did not see anyone else here. Carla, I just saw her leave out the back. That parent thinks their child is here. So,
And this child was born in 2017, so it's just a little one.
not anybody that could even come to the door.
So we have.
You got it.
First thing, if y'all caught that, I don't know if y'all caught it in the chat, but that woman just told her that the parent thinks that their kid is there. So use your brain, peoples. That's all I'm saying. It's a daycare. Daycare don't take 14, 15, 16-year-olds in. Just to let you know that.
Well, wait, okay. So what? How old they say the motherfucker was again? They said 2017. Is that what?
2019.
Okay. All right.
It happened in 2019, but the parent said that she dropped she think her kid is there.
How can you think your kid? You don't know if your kid. You know what? You're right. You're right. That made no motherfucking sense.
This came out the social workers, and I'm like, you there to help out somebody else, but then you got people saying that they don't know if their kids is there. Like, what? Where is your kids?
Man, that don't make no sense. That makes no fucking sense. I don't. You know what? You're right. These people is retarded, but I don't put it past them. So let's continue.
They have a 2-year-old.
At the time of the video, Carla's license states that no more than 2 children under the age of 2 may be in her care, with a maximum capacity of 6 children in total for this location.
Well, do we know that someone's in here? Or just... All I can hear is the movie.
Damn, she beating on that fucking dough, dog.
I hear a kid.
Yeah. So she also owns another home that she was doing unlicensed care out of research, and we do not see any evidence that she lives there. We're citing her for that. We're going through that process. This is much more serious. So we had another parent file a complaint for the other unlicensed location. They can file those anonymously.
Despite the allegations, the officer is not authorized to enter the residence without probable cause. Mere suspicions are not enough at the moment.
So how are parents supposed to get their kids?
Well, so that's the thing. I don't either. She took the kids somewhere else. Either there is not actually children here, and that's why but she was very nervous and kept telling us she had an appointment. We need to leave.
There's a camera right there, so they see him here.
The supervisor gets a cell phone number for Carla, but again, no one answers. They'll have to try something more creative.
Call her and say, I'm ready to come get my child. Where is he? Yeah, she's ready to do that. Okay. If you want to do that now and then just give me a call back, let me know what she says. Ask her where he's at. Okay. All right, thanks. Okay, bye. So that was
She
her.
should
That just
probably be ready to never bring her kid here
she
again.
said, she's like, oh, never. That's what I said. I was
Okay.
like, she
Because
said,
this is obviously going to make things not okay for future.
there was a lot of very strange things that happened that led up to this. So the parent went up to the gate to try to get her child. Carla called the parent on the phone, and the parent said, I need to go. Left and didn't come back. So they had intended to come get their child here, but Carla called them and said basically to leave. Well, so interestingly, I'm really glad I just went back down there. I saw her standing out in the back getting picked up by that Mustang because she doesn't want to get in this Jeep because she told me she doesn't drive a Jeep. She lied. She's providing false and misleading information to us, which is enough for grounds for adverse licensing action, but that's not the concern at this point. Where are the children?
Yeah, if I drop my kid off somewhere, I expect them to continue to be at that place, not carted back and forth.
A moment later, a black Camaro is seen driving past the house. Despite the officer later identifying the car as a Mustang, it is actually a Camaro.
What's the plate? Can you read that far?
No.
I'm going to start walking around in case.
Now I'm wondering.
Oh.
So he just went up the back.
The official has seen Carla re-enter the property, and the officer immediately walks toward the back alley to try to intercept her.
Lincoln, Ocean 1. Hi, sir. Would you mind chatting with me for a second? Sure. Just step out and talk to me.
The man is Mark Spillane, who identifies himself as Carla's employee.
Did you come and pick her up just now?
Yeah, I just dropped her off.
Okay. Where are the kids?
I don't think she has any right now.
She's supposed to have at least one, and I
Really?
need to check on that kid.
I didn't know. Sorry.
Okay.
I just grabbed her real quick, went to the bank, came back.
When asked where he believes the children are, Mark gives the same address that the officer and the licensing official are already at.
At this point, you're not in any sort of trouble. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay.
So, again, I appreciate you stopping to chat with me. Is she known to do some hinky things?
Not really.
Well, where the hell are these kids is my problem.
Okay.
It seems to be that there's been several reports and people are concerned that they dropped their kids off and they're not where they're supposed to be.
Oh, okay.
And if I was a parent, I'd be pretty upset about that too.
I'd say so. That would upset me.
And so, I mean, obviously they're concerned about things like this where you have nothing to do with this. You're coming to pick her up because she asked you to, but...
And drop her off.
Yeah.
That was it.
But if she's leaving kiddos by themselves, that's a problem. So we're going to continue to investigate this. I would ask that you don't call her right now until we can talk to her in person, but...
After speaking with Mark, the officer moves to the rear entrance of the property.
If I can have an extra set of hands over here, that would be great. You could call me before you get here. I have another officer coming that's going to come back here with you.
Thank you.
I'm going to go see what I can get done in the front side, but this is getting weirder and weirder.
It's bizarre.
Do you think she's more likely to cop back here or go to the front with your partner?
I think something is watching to see if they can either do something in the front or do something in the back.
Okay.
With the call coming in, Officer Landon takes the opportunity to chalk out an action plan with her partner.
I'm going to go back to the front of the house. If you could go to the alley, it's on the north side. There's a lady back here in a gray shirt, black pants. She's with one of the licensing boards. She's keeping eyes on here, and there's one in the front too, but I hate leaving any of these ladies by themselves with all of this stuff. My partner's 5 minutes out. Stay.
Finally, a mother arrives, expecting to pick up her child.
She hasn't answered for us so far, so we'll see.
Hi, buddy.
Hi. Hey, how are you? Good. I need to talk with you.
I think you need to talk with Carla, maybe?
Who are you?
Not Carla.
Who are you, though?
I'm Chrissy.
Chrissy?
Yes.
Okay. I need to talk to Carla as well.
All right.
Do you have some ID on you?
I do. Carla's right over there, though.
Sure. You want to come over here? What was your name? I'm sorry.
Chrissy.
Chrissy.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you work for the facility or?
No, I don't work here. No.
Okay.
I'm a friend.
Okay.
Hey, how are you? I am super well.
I was knocking on the front door forever. Why didn't you answer?
I wasn't.
Ringing on the intercom, calling.
Our intercom is off. I don't know.
Okay. Well, let's go check out where Carla is. How many kiddos do you guys have today?
Hey, Paul,
The
real
officer
quick.
can see that her questions
sir.
are being dodged.
Now I already got a suspicion that something is crazy, but have you noticed the two people that they talked to already? My ears would have went up. The antennas definitely would have went flaring when now one of y'all motherfuckers work for these motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
And why ain't
Yes,
nobody?
sir.
And why y'all not so concerned for y'all friend to help her find some kids if they miss? If the police is telling you that somebody is missing, won't you be
somebody missing?
And again, her license only holds kids that's under 2. She
Yeah, I
only can have
forgot
a
they said
certain-
that shit. That's
Yeah,
right.
bro. It fucked me up, bro. I was like, well, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me, nigga, she ain't got 4-year-olds? And no, she got a capacity of 6, but she can hold up to, you know what I'm saying, 6 kids, but they under the age of 2. That's what her license permits.
Mm. She got a city license. I wouldn't take that. Well, I guess we take what you can get.
How your friend bringing somebody that don't work for you is bringing stuff out there to customers? We're bringing bags out there to people who supposed to be to drop their kids off. And why ain't the lady who talking about her kid is there? Why she ain't going crazy?
Because she didn't really care. It wasn't really about that. She know her child is not missing. She just trying to get them people called on her. That's what it was. She wanted them people in her life. Yeah, at least that's what I think. She probably wanted them people in her.
26 counts of misdemeanor child abuse.
She just wanted them people in her life. OG, you know what it is.
Wait till you meet her. Wait till you see her.
You said wait till you meet her.
Yeah, wait till you. Well, you already met Christy.
But now she knows there was at least one child on the property.
That's not our
She's
Christy,
one
though.
step
That ain't
closer
Christy.
to
That ain't our
unraveling this
Christy.
bizarre
No, it
mystery.
ain't Christy Weber.
No. I'm Officer Langdon Isaac with CSPD. How are you,
This
ma'am?
motherfucker
You're
right here
Carla?
looking like she's from the Addams family.
So I'm kind of getting in on the end of all.
I know, and I'm sorry you're involved.
It seems like there's a whole lot
Why
going
they
on.
two different colors?
Go for it.
I'm just trying to figure out exactly.
One wide all outdoors. Ooh, that she got that OG lighting right there. God damn. Woo. OG, she got that lighting that you got, man. Y'all shop at the same store?
Even in the dark, she's still that white. You know, no matter where she goes, she gonna be that white. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Steven said this video is wild. That's a fact. God damn, that bitch bright as fuck. Okay. She brighter than that goddamn white shirt that hefty heifer was wearing.
You can't even really see it blend in with her neck. It's crazy. Look at where her hair is on her chest going down, and she got like something right there. It looked like a little turtleneck that's coming up, but you really can't, or a mask, but it just, whatever it is, nigga.
It's a turtleneck. You're right.
Yeah, it's just blended. I'm like, God damn. And why you in that motherfucker dressed in wolf? Bitch, 2.5.
She just came from outside, OG. You bullshit now. Now you acting. She
Okay.
just came from. She cold, nigga. You seen the snow out there?
You're right.
Exactly what's going on. And
I don't know how to help you. You can ask me questions. I can answer them. And I'm sorry.
Okay.
Do you want some water or anything?
Oh, no. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm good.
You take that.
So obviously we have some concerns about some kiddos' welfare. But we come and knock, nobody's answering. I hear music playing from the front. You're hopping back fences. I don't know what's going on. So can you kind of give
I
me
just
some sort
didn't
of...
have my gate opener, but I came back to the property.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to come in?
Well, I'd like to check that house and see if there's any other kiddos.
Sure.
If you're just being honest with me. If you have other kids, tell me you have other kids.
Sure. No
I got other
worries.
kids.
Okay.
And you want to check that?
Yeah, I would like to check both.
Carla's property has 2 houses, one where she runs the daycare center and another that she seems to have rented out. As Officer Landon demands to search the second house, Carla and Chrissy try to contact the tenant for permission.
I don't know if the tenant is there or not, so we're trying to reach her, and that's what we're doing.
Okay.
So
That's what we're
You understand I'm
doing.
not licensing it, and I don't care anything about that. I just care if kids are okay.
I get
Fair
it.
enough.
Fair enough. Is the tenant in property?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. So we're trying so that we can let you. We had
That
a
fat
feeling
bitch
this
lying her ass off, dog.
Yeah.
Is this all?
She don't even look. Hold on, let me pause this shit.
He got to mind it back to her face
That
again.
bitch didn't even look fucking believable. Not yet. Look at this. The bitch. Look at the bitch. Hold on, man.
Boss lady must not be listening. She must be busy.
Not yet. Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure she would have cussed her ass out right about now.
Look at that. Look at that fat bitch face. She look like she ready to eat that nigga. I like that little Uncle Tom thing I just made. That shit pretty cool. Anyway, we keep going. This shit, that fat bitch needed. You know what? You're right. They do it. They doing everything correct. They doing everything correct.
So we're trying so that we can let you. We had a feeling this might.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this all?
Mm-hmm.
This is a cute place.
Hey to the bug.
Thank you very much.
How many kids do you usually have?
It varies, and I don't always have.
Hey to the bug.
I don't know if she's on the way, but you're more than welcome. I'll leave this open
Okay.
and see if she's reachable.
Okay. That's the person who owns this house?
Mm-hmm. Well, I own the whole property, but they rented it.
Was that a shed?
Yeah, she's on her way.
Okay.
All right. Yep. She should be here very soon.
Okay.
And who is this to you?
A friend.
Okay. Is she an employee as well?
No, just my friend.
Okay. And so
She a
she's
lying bitch, boy.
Yeah, I just ducked out to go have some lunch.
Okay. Is that normal?
Yeah.
For me to duck out and have lunch?
Yeah. I mean, is it? I don't know what. I guess for them, it's not okay. It's not a crime. Again, I'm here for entirely different reasons than they are.
No worries. No worries.
I'm happy by himself. That's what I
No.
was mostly worried about when
Yeah.
nobody was answering. And
No worries.
While everything might seem serene on the surface, they will soon find out that something unsettling is going on under the surface.
and once we can figure out that there's no other kiddos being in that house, and then we can be done.
Will she let me just go in? Are any of the doors open? Or unlocked?
I'm not sure. I think that one is actually locked. But...
They're locked. I just don't. That's open.
93%.
It's open.
Make yourself at home.
You don't mind if I just check around?
No.
Okay.
Despite suspicions, the officer checks the entire property but finds nothing incriminating.
There's one here at the car.
Hey, pause it, Tom.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate the $2 $5 sticker.
Good times. There's gonna be good times. Good times. Got no job, baby.
Appreciate the $2.
To the bug. To the bug. All right.
Is this a basement? Do you have a basement?
No.
Okay. Am I moving that fluff?
It's just clothes and stuff.
Well, just up there.
Just blankets and stuff.
Do you mind if I move it? This is big.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, ton of backpacks.
Mm-hmm.
What backpacks are these?
We're taking them and getting them cleaned for the soccer team.
That doesn't sound very likely.
As the officer gets more confrontational, Carla begins to fumble.
So if I call these parents, where are they going to say their kids are right now?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm going to have you step aside. I'm just going to get some of that information off of there. Talk to my partner here for a second. She's hiding those backpacks. Where are these kids? Numbers on all of these backpacks. Let's figure out.
Kids. There's the shower. In the shower, there's a baby car seat. There's stuff.
Where are these kids?
Especially for babies.
There's diaper bags, there's little backpacks. Try calling the mom. Where are these kids?
She's being extremely.
This was covered with this, and she was trying to sit on it.
She does not want to be so sad.
Outside, the other officer collects information from Christina Swagger, or Chrissy, and Carla.
9-3 switching over. Hey, ma'am. You know, walk back over here. I just want you to hang out in this area.
Do you want me to stay here with you?
No, I'm good.
I mean, I can. It doesn't matter to me. I have nothing to do.
While Officer Parker makes sure no one wanders off, Officer Landon tries to contact some of the parents from the information on the backpacks before resuming the house search. What she doesn't know yet is that there's information being shared behind her back.
They're not sleeping somewhere. They're not still not in here.
Any other phone numbers?
Not in those two bags. Her daughter's the one that left out of here this morning. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 kids' backpacks.
She said she's having them cleaned for the soccer team.
While the situation continues to grow murkier inside, Officer Parker continues to supervise Carla and Chrissy.
After you make sure all the kids are we still staying here or what?
I don't know. I'm just here to back up.
You haven't found any kids? Like, what is... I just need to know where things are going and what...
Sure, I don't know.
Okay.
I just got here. I haven't spoken with the other officer yet, so I wouldn't be able to give you an accurate answer because I have no idea. Ma'am,
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
can I have you step out here now?
Yeah, of course. I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
She wasn't here. I said, we're not arguing tonight. No.
That bitch guilty than the motherfucker, dog.
Yeah. It's playing down here. Maybe I can ask.
There's got to be a way to get down. I'm calling my sergeant. This is weird.
With more concerning evidence discovered, Officer Parker keeps his eye on Carla.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
Should have been watching Old Girl.
Come with me? You can.
That's who they keep on taking their eyes off of.
The little fat bitch.
Yeah, nigga.
As Officer Parker guides Carla back from the bathroom, Officer Landon gives him a call to express her concerns.
Officer Parker.
So I have a really bad feeling about what's going on. So
The
I'm
house
gonna
is
call
nice, though.
Sarge.
I ain't gonna lie to
Just
you.
keep them out there, please.
Yeah.
Just, you can keep them
Be
in
a
that
house
side
in the back
building.
of a house, nigga. That motherfucker nice.
Well, so there's a big ass shed, and there's another house on the property. That's player.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, damn.
Player. Hey, she ain't did shit wrong yet. I mean, well, she did do something wrong, but
Boy, that motherfucker, boy, that scheming that bitch here.
You don't like this game, man? You don't like this game, man?
Nah, bro, not when it comes to them cheering.
Nah,
I'm still lost, bro. I'm still lost. The answer that she
That
gave
nigga said he got a heart. I can't
Nah,
believe this
nigga, I
nigga
can't,
said
bro.
he
You
got
have a whole. Okay, so let me ask you a
dog.
question. If you come home right now, if you come to the house right now, and they ask you where your grandbaby at, and your son, and your son's baby mama, and Kai, and you say, I don't know. That ain't gonna concern you, sir.
Well, you know, see, I don't have a heart like that. Fuck them
Oh,
kids.
this big guy, I'm through now. We got it. We down. We ain't gonna do this. He lying now. He lying now. Boy, they motherfucker somebody try to take little baby blue eyes away from you, boy. Man, you gonna
I don't
crash
even like
out,
that
nigga.
little nigga, man. I ain't
Boy,
getting no sleep.
The youngest one, the youngest two, look, little blue eyes and little Tom, or what I call that nigga, little Tom. That nigga there, you gonna crash out for them. But the other two niggas, you like them niggas grown. They can do what they want to do.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Man, bro, so I don't believe that, sir. I know you gonna.
So you got a heart,
you gonna go
nigga,
more
this
than that. You gonna pull that gun off that officer, nigga, and point that bitch and say, "Hope where my grandbaby at?"
That nigga OG got a heart. I can't believe this shit, man.
I treat them babies like I treat my animals, dog. I will fuck you up, dog, quick.
No, I agree with that. That's real. That's real. Oh man, let's continue. Yes.
I was gonna tell you both parties in the back.
Yeah. You had a
Okay, well, there's music coming from a weird place, and that she denied that any other kids were here. So she's changing her stories, and weird stuff is going on.
As the officers inch closer to an unexpected revelation, Carla and Chrissy decide to talk. Whether or not anything they have to say is the truth is another matter entirely.
Why don't we just tell them that the kids are up there?
She says all the kids are at the park.
That's where they're at? Yeah.
Sure.
How many are there?
Okay. Okay.
We hear
so
music
I can
playing
do that.
downstairs. How do you get downstairs?
Yeah, they're both clear.
There is no.
Not the music downstairs.
They're over on where what's downstairs. There's nothing downstairs. There's children in the basement. We don't know how to get in there.
Okay.
There's no access to a basement. There isn't a basement.
Lying bitch.
Do you want to go over to the car?
No, not yet.
Or do you stay outside?
Upon realizing this was going far beyond what initially brought them to the scene, Officer Landon calls the sergeant.
I'm searching the house, and I can hear music coming from the basement, like children's music. I can't figure out how to get down there, but this is strange enough that it's got those little hairs rolling. I can't find an opening to a basement, but I can hear music coming from a vent into the basement. I've got Parker out back, keeping those ladies away from here, and I'm just trying to sort this out. Okay, thank you, Sergeant.
Desperate to locate the children, Officer Parker doubles down on his questions, his patience wearing thin.
So how do we get in the basement?
There is no basement. I am so sorry, but there's just not.
Okay. Where's the music coming from?
I don't know. Have you heard music?
Oh, they be lying. They just be lying, dog.
Look at this bitch steady texting over there. Why would you snatch that goddamn phone out of hand? And why ain't nobody
I'm
in
gonna put you in
handcuffs?
handcuffs if you stop following my instructions.
You
Sit
know what
down.
I'm saying?
Hey, then why ain't none of them over there? I'm sick of this
We
shit.
doing it,
Somebody,
small
hey,
people, dog. You got me fucked up, bro. Nigga, what?
hey, I know these cops got protocols they got to go through, but this shit is unnerving like a motherfucker. Like, dog, you can't be this stupid. You just said you heard music. The fuck do you? You know what? You right. Yeah, you right. You motherfuckers is retarded, dog. I just can't. I just can't.
Mayo with the $5, man. Appreciate you, Mayo. Appreciate you.
Man, fuck all you hoes, 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 all you hoes. Man, fuck all you hoes, all you.
Show.
All you hoes.
I got a new one I made today, but I'm just scared. I'm scared to play it.
Why?
Because I think I'm gonna get hit.
He's not think I would.
No, I ain't lying. I think this one here get hit. If somebody else sends some money, I put it back there. You'll know when you see that motherfucker. You gonna be like, yeah, this nigga OG tripping. Yeah, but I made one earlier on everybody. I think it's a good one. I put it back there, but you'll see it when you get ready to play another. But appreciate you, Mayo.
You hoe.
They need to do something about these bitches. I'm telling you, they need to get them, destroy them.
He said, get them bitches up out of here. We sick of that shit.
I mean, they heard music time from the bottom. What would be your first thing to do, sir? If you would have, just you thinking.
Drag them hoes up in that bitch in handcuffs. Say, where the fuck is the goddamn entrance at? Because we know it's a hidden door in this bitch somewhere. Let's see where it's at, bitches. Really simple. It's not that hard.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
No, you ain't wrong, sir. I've been trying to find a way down there too. It'd be the best way to do it. If I would have had them in handcuffs a long time ago. I'm still trying to figure out why she went in handcuffs when the only thing she gave that woman was a backpack.
Yeah.
I ain't even giving no child. She came there for a kid. The only thing she got was a backpack. Wait a minute. Where the child at? Yeah, we got a problem then. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to go put y'all in handcuffs. Now she told them motherfuckers, hey, they at the park. So what she expecting them to do is for all of them to walk over to the park with her.
So they can get them up out of there.
Bitch, what they gonna do is they're gonna sit there and tell somebody else go to the park. See how to tell us how many is over there. Appreciate you, Tudor for giving you a membership. The Blast Staff will be on tonight. I will be doing Blast Staff later on tonight. So appreciate you, Tudor for getting that. Thank you.
Yeah.
I can't play that for Tudor, so I'm gonna do something else.
I come in the name of Jesus by the power of the Holy Spirit. The devil is a motherfucking liar. So you know I ain't worried. Biatch.
Devil's a motherfucking liar. Biatch. That shit crazy. OG, you ain't shit.
Hey, I know you like it.
Over there by the end of the water. I stood up. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Yeah. The only reason I'm having you sit down is you seem very nervous. You're wandering around and not paying any attention to what I'm telling you.
I'm sorry.
Appreciate it.
You ain't gotta be sorry, bitch.
Which windows that go
It's your
downstairs?
goddamn problem, bitch.
And she's saying to get to it under the deck. And we said, how? And she won't. There's blinds on the window.
Under the deck. And magically that music
They
stops.
stupid, bro. Pause it. I got stopped.
All right, give me 1 second. All right, there you go.
Okay. How many times y'all gonna look in this motherfucking closet and know that it's not a hidden switch to get down the goddamn basement through that sorry ass closet y'all keep on looking at? I'm wondering when y'all done went through the closet, took all the backpacks out the closet, everything is out the closet but the hanger. Remove the rod. It's not an Egyptian pyramid where you got to put a valuable piece in there and turn it clockwise and then the door opens. It's not in the closet. Go ahead.
Oh, you hoes. I just want to.
You said there's access under this deck?
Mm-hmm. Over on the side. That's if they left the opening.
On that side?
Mm-hmm.
What did you say here for a second? Like through here and down, or how?
On the other side.
So out and around. Okay. On the other side, from the front. Does this gate move? Carla, how do you get between the two? Let me just be frank with you. I don't care about licensing. I don't care. At all.
The kids are at the park.
And why do I hear music coming from down?
I left the music playing.
I'm so sorry.
And you hide in the backpacks from me like a cat on a tin roof. Weird. You know?
Yeah.
All of this, it's a succession of events that is altogether not okay.
Mm-hmm.
If there's kids downstairs, we can deal with that. But you got to tell me how to get to them. I just want to lay out. So tell me how to get to the kids.
She got the same lighting you got, nigga.
I don't know why you're hearing music, and I'm really sorry. If they want to see kids, they can go to the park. Kids are over there.
And that'll be our next step. We'll go look there.
Okay.
But why am I hearing music from down there?
I don't know.
And as soon as we mention that, you text somebody and it shuts off. That's weird.
No, I'm not doing that.
Lying bitch.
Okay. Let's go stand over here.
Okay.
Music stopped.
I know.
There's window wells on the side and in the back.
And that window down there.
Yeah, it's got blinds on it. You don't put blinds in the house.
If
There's
she
a
ain't
fall.
built-
There is a
if she ain't built like that little creature on what's that movie?
Critters?
damn it, no. It's a Will Smith movie, nigga. He was an agent, nigga. He used to get aliens.
Men in Black?
Yeah, you remember those little creatures, nigga, that with the little three of them. J and K, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I always call that J and K. He had a little worm looking thing with the arms. Shit, but she built like she always linked over and shit. She slinked out.
The one that was always having problems.
Yeah. She said the music stopped.
Hey, listen.
Of course it stopped. Y'all keep on letting them text the motherfuckers.
You fucking retard. That bitch ain't left her phone yet. What up, KP?
More time has elapsed as Officer Landon continues to search doggedly for a way into the basement. Just then, Officer Parker notices something that sends a chill down his spine.
Hear that kid crying?
Yes. He
Oh,
hears a
okay.
kid crying.
Oh, I don't know where. Just from when I was standing here, I heard a
Yeah,
small
I
kid.
heard it
Maybe
too.
from maybe behind me.
I hear it over here.
Do you know how to?
You guys
Oh.
have a search warrant?
You know, at this point, we're looking for kids. We're concerned for the welfare of kids. And until we find those kids, we're here for exigent circumstances. So if you want us out of here, tell us where that basement is. We heard a kid crying.
I just heard a kid crying like 6 seconds ago. Maybe 10 seconds ago.
Listen, this started small, and it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger until you tell us where those kids are. How do we get to them?
This bitch retarded as fuck.
Park.
Then why are we hearing kids coming
why
from the
they
basement?
punched her in the face and threw her on the ground.
As Carla continues with the facade, Officer Landon returns to her frantic search of the house. But it's Officer Parker who's about
It's
to
really
make the
easy to
discovery they've been hoping for.
Hold on. It's really easy to find a fucking door. Just walk hard enough. Tap. Shit. Do what the motherfuckers used to do in the goddamn movie. What the fucking that TV show that Columbo. Do what Columbo did. Motherfucker. That motherfucker did a whole bunch of shit. Hey, this shit crazy.
Look where you find it at,
Caroline.
Hey, Isaac.
Found a thing.
Lying bitch. Put that bitch in cuffs,
Turns out
dog.
there's a basement.
As they make their way into the hidden room that reeks of the smell of soiled diapers,
Damn.
officers are going to make an unbelievable discovery.
Cover up. Who are you? Who are you and why are you hiding all these kids down here? Get up. Get up. Hi, babies. It's okay, guys.
Fucking retard.
Here now. Both of you, come here now. I don't know what's going on, but this is not okay. Do you have any weapons on you?
Can I put my shoes on?
I'm going to pat you for weapons first. You need to go upstairs to talk to my purse. Ma'am.
Goddamn bitches, dog. I swear to Jesus.
Put that goddamn baby down.
Call 571. I know. We've about 20 kids down here.
In a revelation that stuns everyone, Officer Landon finds 25 very young children in the basement.
Sorry, who are you? Huh? Who are you?
I'm kidding.
What is your deal with all this? Why are you hiding kids from us?
No, I don't
Get
know.
both those fat
Kind of
bitches.
looks like it.
The woman Officer Landon is speaking with is Caitlin Nelson. More shocking details about her role will be revealed. But for now, Officer Landon lays it out to her that she is in trouble.
You're looking at an obstruction charge.
I scared you do something about time. She mixed breed.
No. She was dark.
I knew you was gonna say that.
No, she wasn't make America mixed again. That bitch was Asian. Them kingdom-minded people.
Put that on kingdom-minded.
Them kingdom-minded people over there, man. You know, they could have got away with this shit if they just would have been honest, bro. They made it way worse than what it was.
Soundproof, nigga. If they would have never heard them kids down there, they would have never knew how to get down in that goddamn basement.
At trial, she continued to deny the existence of the basement. Get the fuck out of here. White bitches be lying, dog.
Oh, you can go look it up, bro. The case, like I said, they were just showing it, but like I said, they just now, I thought they was like, what tripped me out about it, I was like, when did they prosecute this motherfucker?
Mm-hmm.
Like, was it like 2-3 years later, nigga? What, nigga? Because I don't.
Cases take a long time for them bitches to start.
Yeah, she got a lot of shit on her. I mean, Trash might know, but like he said, she denied the shit at
Of course she did. Oh, retarded bitch. I would deny the shit too, nigga. I ain't had no basement. I don't know what the fuck. I got amnesia, bitch.
First of all, I like that. I like the house. I ain't gonna lie. Baby like that. I like that right there. It's like a panic room, bitch. You don't even know I'm down here, nigga.
Hey, OG, look at the light. I don't remember nothing, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? I don't remember nothing. Shit. Yeah, what are you talking about? I don't even know. What's my name? I don't even know my name, man.
All I know is law enforcement officers are in the house. You heard me knocking before. You heard me on the phone. I know she text messaged you and told you to shut the kids up. So you're looking at obstruction. I know you're watching the kids now, so I'm not going to ask you to pick the kids up.
Okay. No, yeah.
I need to list all these parents.
I don't know all the parents' names and stuff. I don't know.
How long have you worked?
I've just been babysitting. That's all I've been told.
So how long?
For maybe a couple months. I'm gonna turn the light on. I don't know if that. Let them come.
It's dark in a
Ladies,
bitch down there.
These kids for a second.
Yes. Well, let them come out. How long have you guys been
They're
down?
trying not to show the babies.
Like how long's not very long.
That's what that is.
I mean, okay, let me pause right here. That basement is a finished basement. It ain't like they put them in like a goddamn cage or some shit. This is crazy. So what, was any of the kids hurt?
Nope. Not that I heard of.
So none of the kids is hurt. They were not in the unfinished basement with goddamn asbestos and shit. They had people down there that can actually watch the kids. They made this worse than what the fuck it was. These motherfuckers is retarded. They get the retarded award of the year, goddammit. Yeah, the house seems nice. They had 2 fucking houses plus a big ass shed plus a fucking panic room. Come on, man.
Fucking nice. I mean, I can't, like I said, I can't see.
I don't understand. I don't understand how this is crazy. That's crazy. All right, well, you know.
I don't. Okay, maybe. Okay. Well, we were like so
Why is she still holding this
Katie
goddamn
claims
baby?
they were hidden for maybe an hour. A later affidavit for Christina Chrissy Swager states that Carla told them to take all of the children inside to the basement earlier that day. While it's unclear how long the children were down there, it seems to have been longer than an hour. It appears that all of the kids had been dropped off like normal, and Carla and her staff panicked once the licensing officials arrived, followed by police. Officers now focus on reuniting the children with their families.
If you will help me get unhandcuffed, I will get all of these parents here to pick up these kids.
Okay, we can handcuff you, but if anything squirrely happens, it's not going to be good.
Nothing squirrely. I promise.
Okay. I still don't understand.
Can we take care of our babies?
So if it was a licensing issue, she could have just fixed it later. Take the charge now, fix it later. It wasn't like you actually got the kids in some kind of fucking hellhole dungeon or some shit. You just made the charges worse by what you did. 6 years for what?
She
That's
didn't
what I'm
steal the kids. Like, the kids aren't kidnapped, right?
No, they dropped the kids off. It was just a licensing issue. In the aftermath, the parents reported various behavioral and emotional. Get the fuck out of here. Stop it. This is what I'm talking about. That's the bullshit I be talking about. No. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about them. This is the bullshit I be talking about. Emotional challenge. Ain't no fucking emotional challenge because you didn't say that shit when your stupid ass dropped them motherfuckers off. Stop with the bullshit. 6 years in prison for attempting to influence a public servant, along with a concurrent 10-month sentences for each of the 26 counts of misdemeanor child abuse. Where do you see child abuse in that? See, now the courts is
Are you
fucked
watching
up.
this? Are you watching this on that channel, Wee Woo or something like that?
No.
I know his voice. It's
I
got
don't
a
know if it's on
wolf.
Wee Woo. Yeah. I guess so.
Yeah,
I
know
so.
that. Yeah, I know that. Okay, that guy. I watch that guy, and he actually leaves out certain shit, and I'm not quite sure why. But you're not going to get the full story.
Yeah, but
yeah,
Trash
you're
is
going to get
giving
the full
up.
story from Trash. Yeah.
But that, to me, it just doesn't. They claim dehydration and rashes from soiled diapers for one night. That happens all. How many times do kids get fucking rashes on their
Maybe this
ass?
has gone on for a while, and that's how they ended up there.
Even that is not child abuse. That's something that happens on a regular occurrence, even on 3-year-olds. Because the motherfuckers is nasty. This is bullshit. See, this is what I said. The courts got something fucked up. Now I get it. Her license wasn't right, but child abuse. Come on now, they bullshit now. That's bullshit. That if that was child abuse, bitch, then shit, I should be in that bitch for mass murder. God damn it.
How many? It was 20 kids down there. How many do you think each parent was dropping these kids off and paying her?
Oh, guap. At least 900 a motherfucking week. I ain't gonna say 900 a week. I'm gonna say about 400 a week. Literally, yeah. It depends on the depend on the age. Like if they're babies, that's probably about 400-500 a week, easy. A week.
She had 20 of them down there. Now remember they said
25, sir. 25.
Yeah, 25 down there. But you got to remember they said the six the 6 that she had, they watched them come pick them up and leave.
Yeah.
So she did.
She was making that guala,
see what I'm saying?
boy.
So all this was just straight money in her pocket. She didn't have to do. She did, but
she was getting broke off, dog.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, what? But the police.
That's what I don't understand. Because if it was a licensing thing, it was probably a licensing because she was probably starting that business off on her own, and she didn't have any other people to help her fucking work. Now that you had them people to work for you, you could have probably got that extended by just literally going in and saying, "Hey, I got this many workers that's working with me, and each one of them probably get five to 6 kids apiece." And they could have been doing what they've been doing. This makes no sense. This was stupid.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think, not Christy, but this Christy that's on her, do you think that, why you think she ain't an employee of old girl?
She is a fucking employee of that bitch. She be lying. I'm not an employee, bitch. Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna be there all day and watch these. Man, if the cops showed up, I was dipping if I wasn't an employee. I'm not gonna stand around. Would you stand around if you was an employee? If you wasn't an employee?
No, so I'm like,
this ain't my business. This ain't my business. I'm out.
But even then, that's what made me suspicious about it. He knew about the shit too. He knew that she was running the scam over there, nigga.
Absolutely.
He knew that she had them extra 25 kids over there. Because the first thing he said is, "No, I wouldn't know nothing like that." But when the police officer tell you that they looking for children, nigga, the first thing you thought to do was, "Oh, okay," and leave.
Absolutely,
that was suspicious
mama.
to me, bro. Like, I need you to come back and help us look for these children. You know what I'm saying? But since you didn't, I'm like, now I got to look at you. Something wrong with your ass.
That shit crazy. She is. Oh, well, she got charged as one anyway. Yeah, that's fucked up. Saying she wasn't one, she got. That's what she get. That's what I don't understand. But even the charges don't match, right? It'd be different if the charges match. I really would like to see the whole breakdown of this child abuse, because this a kid getting rashes and these fake ass mental. Oh, they're clingy. Bitch, shut up. Stop it. The bitch been this sorry ass child been clingy anyway because you dropped them off at a daycare and went to work for goddamn hours. Of course, your child's gonna be clingy to you when you get home. Stop the bullshit. This is stupid. Now I give it to you. Obstruction for sure. 26 counts of obstruction. I give you that. But child abuse, I don't see the child abuse. It wasn't like they were in fucking cages or anything like that. They were in a fucking a finished basement that had refrigerators, fucking chairs, and every damn thing downstairs. So it wasn't like I don't get that charge.
I really want to see them police officers and this lady walk all the way down to their park to see the disappointment in their face when they see the kids when they're.
Yeah, they're fucking stupid. But yeah, I ain't mad. Fuck it. That's a white bitch who did something dumb over some goddamn licensing. Babies under one, there's supposed to be one worker for each 4 children. After one, depending on the state, could be 10 kids per adult. See, that's what I'm saying. The overcapacity or fire hazard. Okay, I get you to the book, but here's the thing: that was a giant fucking house, and then they had another house on the side of it that was actually hers too. She can claim that too. Unsupervised. There was no tax evasion. Probably not. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a huge endangerment. Oh, man.
Ain't no telling what them parents was paying her, so I don't even think they even knew that if they really dived deep, she probably was doing that shit for a long time. I mean, she got 2 big ass houses. She got 2 big ass houses with a shed and a basement that's hid. Of course, she been making money for years. This is not something that just happened. And like Tom said, that shit was finished.
You can't call a basement a hazard when it's finished, because it's called livable space. That basement is not to code. That basement, did they say that basement was not to code? Officer received a tip for the community members expressing concern that there was an unlicensed daycare that was caring for an excessive number of children, potentially in unsafe conditions. And the conditions weren't safe. The parents snitched. Apparently, they stated they started to notice there was too many, and all claimed to have no knowledge of the basement. So what? So what?
Community coming together. That's what I'm talking about. That's what you be wanting, Tom. You be wanting the community to work together. Get these niggas up out of here. She doing nigga shit, Tom.
Only has one access point. That's it. And that's true. I'll give you the access point. There need to be more than one access point. You're right. I'll give you that. But I don't did the base see, but hold on. There was an exit underneath them stairs.
To go where though, Tom? Because remember they only
outside.
We're outside. That don't work like that.
Hey, all I'm saying is that's what they said on there. She said, you know that there's an exit from underneath these stairs. And she's like, not that I know about. She knows she's lying. There's one there.
Make sure you throw one of them or something like that into your rejigga-dig.
Now rejigga-dig. What the fuck is a rejigga-dig?
The home, sir.
Oh. Man, listen.
A nice ass wall that is, space it and then space it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
A wall within a wall. You know what I mean? That the space. Yeah. Because you're starting from the ground now. Now you're going up. Yeah, you can do them type of things, sir.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to have extra space anyway. That's a good ass idea. I'm going to have a walk-in goddamn bunker, goddamn it.
There's something you can just get into, just okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just like that, with nobody in no plain in sight. Nigga just looking at it, just steady staring at it, don't even nothing there.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
There has to be missing information. Yeah, I'm with you, mama. But, I mean, I get what To The Bug is saying. The access point makes a hell of a lot of sense. That makes sense. But still, to say a finished basement is a hazard, a death hazard, only in the case of a fire. So I'll give it to you. I'll give it that part to you.
We're gonna get the parents on the way.
That chick moving over here, boy. Damn.
Because you hide them in the basement.
Stop moving around.
We can change their diapers. We can get them something to eat.
There's two ladies here that are working.
They don't know these two ladies.
Mama, we didn't see that. We didn't see any other exits to that basement. There were two exits out of the room. One room, two exits legal. I didn't see an exit downstairs. They didn't show us the basement, so I can't say there was.
And then this is what I'm looking at.
I'm with you, To The Bug. I'm with both. Listen, y'all both making good points, but I don't know about the basement.
Unless the exit came back up into the house.
Mm-hmm.
The house
that's
is not
one exit. That's one exit.
Which one? That's what I'm saying. Like, unless they had no way to get down in the basement or see a basement, right? Because again, I don't think that was that type of.
But that doesn't mean it's not an exit. So if you can get out of something, that means it's an exit.
But what I'm telling you is, Tom, if we rewind this video back and then this woman get to looking around this goddamn house, she keep on saying she don't know if she said one lady said it wasn't a basement. Well, we know she was lying, right?
Absolutely.
But they couldn't even tell that it was a basement onto the house because it didn't have no, like the little they put down at the bottom, the air circulating. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? None of that's visible, right?
Yeah.
And then the two, you got to think about it. If you're in the basement and you got to exit out of the basement that's underneath the house, so that means what? That you will have to have a part of the house that's above ground, right? And another part that's below ground so you can come out of the exit. It ain't like that. Everything is on, it's just solid. You know what I'm saying? So and you built it behind a house. So I was thinking that room is just one of those rooms that was dug first and then everything else was put around it and then built above it. And they added it into their little wall to slide like that because it's like a little panic room. It's not a basement. I don't think it was like a basement like that because most times basement have, like you said, the little windows and shit like that.
It could have been a classroom. It could have been a classroom because she had desk and shit down there and a refrigerator. So it could have been a classroom.
You put anything you want to put in the space, but that thing ain't got no door, bro. Ain't no way it's coming. You coming up out of that bit.
It had one door, OG. As long as you can move that motherfucker, it's a door. But
y'all talking about an exit, bro. It ain't no exit to that room.
Yeah,
it can't be no exit. It can't be no exit to that room.
No. There's not an additional exit. It's only one way in, one way out.
Yeah, but most that's what I'm saying. Most basement like that, bro. Like they were saying, you got to have one door that go out and one door that come in.
Yeah, I got you. That's why I said there's only one. That's why I said there's no other egress. We didn't even see the windows because I know they usually have to have windows. Like Kingdom Mind said, I got to have windows or something in there. I know that for a fact.
I think first of all, let me say this. I think the shit that they did was illegal. I don't think, but it was nice. It was nice. As I can tell you that. It was. I think it's illegal, but it's nice. I won't be one. But yeah,
she did that shit on that. She did that shit on that room. I bet you she the one put it up too.
I mean, she probably had the money. She probably been doing it, bro. I mean, she probably started them off in that shed and then made a little money. You know, she had the house in the shed. She was kicking it in the shed for a minute. Had about 10 people in there. Found out how much money she was making. I'm just gonna build a goddamn house in the backyard, and that's what the fuck she did. I mean, it was smart. I mean,
yeah. Listen. I'm telling you right now, man. She started off with 6. She was hitting them motherfuckers over the head, nigga. What? She had another house built on her house. This thing, she been doing that shit for probably about a good 10, 15 years. With at least 15 to 20 motherfuckers. Hitting them bitches over the head. And you know what they do, right? What they do is they make sure they bring them up, bring the kids out one by one, and don't let no one else know nothing about them.
Only people that, from what I'm seeing right now, and you're right about that, because the only thing I'm seeing right now, look at the gate time. Look at the other house positions around them. If you go to the other side, it's the same thing. Only people that sees in your backyard is you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I remember she asked her, well, why you didn't never answer the front door? I had to come all the way back to the back. Nigga, they do business in the back. They ain't stupid. They can't have everybody coming to the front.
Kingdom Mind said the cop said they smell. Listen, when you have 25 kids, they all stink. Motherfuckers are some nasty smelling motherfuckers. And they was down there all day hiding for the cops, so you know it smelled like piss and shit down there. The ventilation probably wasn't up to par. I give it that. Ventilation probably was pretty weak, but it still doesn't. It's not child abuse. She wasn't beating them motherfucking kids, and they wasn't in no squalor. I just think that was pushing the shit. But she fucked herself, so I can't be mad at her. She fucked up herself tremendously. So I ain't mad at it. Fuck, I don't give a fuck. Fuck that hoe.
Well, the reason why I showed the video, because I want to talk about what the police did. You know, today is the damn Black Line Versus Da Porch. We get these goddamn business. Did they do a good job? What did you see from the police officers? Did they handle the situation right? I
will give them a C.
I see. Okay. Well, we had the same. Okay. I gave them about a 70%. Maybe would have got a B if they would have put her ass in handcuffs earlier.
Yeah, they were doing too much. They were doing too much.
If somebody would have confiscated old girl phone, that would have gave them an A.
Yes, absolutely. Because they let that bitch play around too much. She could have been texting anyone to come over there and bust them over the motherfucking head. They don't know that shit. But they let that go. It took too long. That's a fact. That is a fact. All right, well, let's get off this because we know what happened with this bitch. Fuck that hoe. I don't want to hear nothing this heifer got else to say. That bitch pissed me off.
I hope she come up on the TPO Sunday or some shit. We get to see her case. That'll be hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
See her lie.
So this is one. I wish LA was here because this is one that we actually did. Mayo was up here too. This happened about a couple years ago. And this is when the dog bit that nigga on the head when he was in a trash can. OG. That nigga still went to jail for being an accomplice and got $1.6 million.
That's the whole thing. Shouldn't have bit him in the head.
You remember Mayo said, oh, he ain't gonna get shit? That nigga got $1.6 motherfucking million and he still went to jail. That shit crazy for fucking alcohol bottles that he didn't even steal. The fucked up thing is they didn't pick that bitch up. They just went after him. And he ain't did shit. Besides, he was accomplice. I don't even think if he had a decent lawyer, they could have fucking got him off from that too. But he had a shitty fucking lawyer. That nigga went to jail for 2 years for no fucking reason. Because he wasn't there when she stole the shit. How's he accomplice? All he knows, she could have bought that shit.
Let me ask you a question. This is something I've been thinking about too. I've been noticing this. I don't know if you notice it. We watched a lot of videos in the last 2 years of some crazy ass shit happen.
Mm-hmm. And
it seems like, and I hate to say it, sir, we coming back winning a lot of money. So
I be calling it out. No, they be like, oh no, he gonna get about 10,000. And then you got Mayo. Oh, he gonna smoke it all up. That was Mayo's go-to. All they gonna do is smoke it on crack. He gonna do it on coke, meth, whatever the fuck it is. He gonna methane. Listen, I don't be caring what they use it on. The fact that these motherfuckers is getting lump sums, that is pretty damn big, substantial. That's why I can't wait when the cops beat my ass. Hopefully they don't shoot to kill me, but I will take a thorough ass beating, okay? Because I'm about to get this money. So I'm going to make sure I'm in the right while they whoop my ass. Break my arm. Bow. I don't give a fuck. I'm getting this money. I'm getting this money. So I'm letting y'all know right now, coppers, if you're out there and you pull me over and you're an asshole, I'm going to continue to, listen, I'm going to treat you like I do my dad. I'm going to make you mad. And I'm good at making motherfuckers mad. I'm going to make you so mad that you want to hurt me. And when you hurt me, I'm going to go for that money. I'm going to go for them bonds, baby. I need them bonds. Yeah, a broken arm ain't shit. I go to jail for a couple nights. It might not be shit. I'll be all right. You better make sure it's worth it, motherfucker, because I'm going to attach myself to y'all hip, goddammit. I'm getting this money. So please whoop my ass. I've been asking for this for about 7-8 years. I need a cop to whoop my ass, dog. No, I'm not done. God said, am I done? I'm trying to get this money, dog. Uncle Tom will be like the old man with the missing phone. I get it out. I'll make sure I'm in the right. I ain't gonna change the list.
He might get a little something too. I mean, shit, that cop was using that authority. Nigga, a little too strong. They might feel sometimes. And he said in the too. What?
What state was that where that motherfucker said you can't motherfucking harm a motherfucking police, harm an elderly person? That shit was crazy. I said, wait, where they do that shit at?
Yeah,
they make specific laws for old motherfuckers.
Tommy and old people in the throat. Judo chop.
Yeah. I'm almost there, nigga. I'll be listen. What happened to him? He disabled. That's why I don't want to ride around with that disabled. If I didn't like getting in that goddamn front parking space, nigga. Oh man, I'll be waiting for these niggas, so they won't even know I'm disabled. So they just whoop my ass. They just see a Negro. Oh, he's a Negro. Look at him. He got them shit things on his head. Yeah, we gonna fuck him up today. Oh man, I've been waiting on that shit. I've been waiting on that shit all my life. Just whoop my ass so I can get this money. It's considered a hate crime sometimes. Yeah.
It sounds like victimhood runs in your blood. Just saying.
That's a whole fact. I don't give a fuck. As long as I get that money. Look, you gonna help me spend it, so I don't know what the fuck you complaining for.
Look, I'll stand there and laugh at you and be like, "Are you happy now?"
I'm like, "Here, look at you." Yeah, I'm like that.
I'm not taking care of you when you are a vegetable because you asked for this shit.
Money.
I'm gonna stick you in a hole when you get nothing.
Hey, this is what I'm gonna be saying. Give me my money. Give me my money.
Sounds stupid right now.
Shitting me. Yeah. Because I don't do nothing wrong. So I'm going to make sure they get me.
Black hoodie with the hood up, blue jeans, black backpack. Okay, Air 3, I got one jumping fences now. And let's make sure everybody has their spinners and their spots on so we can get this guy. Yeah, 2609 no longer have visual of him. Yeah, so we got some...
What do you say?
Swimming pools back to back. Okay, both houses got swimming pools. I see him.
Oh yeah, this is a very good area, sir, my good sir.
The tasty new hot spots inside our garbage can. Dogs located the garbage can.
Welcome back to the Lackluster Channel. According to a lawsuit against the city of San Jose and multiple officers, on February 7th of 2020, Mr. Anthony Paredes' girlfriend had stolen 2 bottles of tequila, and on her way out of the store, an employee attempted to grab and detain her. Anthony saw the incident from the parking lot, ran to her aid, and the two fled the scene on foot. The shop employee called 911, and it just so happens that a police helicopter was flying nearby and responded to the scene.
61 Mary 4, I copy your head towards that 1066. 66 Mary 1 to Phil. 66 Mary 1. Code 4, copy that. We got the code 4. We'll head to the 1066
Keep in
control.
mind you ain't shit.
No,
This
hiding
shit
in the
crazy.
bushes. White male, 30 to 35, 5'6", 150, with a black hoodie with the hood up, blue jeans, black backpack. Suspect said he was looking for his girlfriend. Which location is he at?
And eventually found Anthony running through a neighborhood.
We just need the guy street side, just to put his lights on side, just to keep this guy hunkered if he's still in the bushes. And just a heads up, there's a male and female walking eastbound on Ohlone on the south sidewalk. Patrol car will be right up to your left, right there. There's 2 of them.
Now realizing that he was being followed, he began hopping fences.
Okay, Air 3, I got 1 jumping fences now. Heading southbound, now he's heading back to the corner.
Anthony then hid underneath a large tree in the backyard of a private residence.
Air 3 copies, I'll keep an eye on the guy who's jumping the fences.
The department established a perimeter as the helicopter urged Anthony to surrender through its loudspeaker.
Control Air 3, I'm going to give you 4 more addresses that we're going to use to split this perimeter to cut it up. When you're clear, let me know. Air 3, let's get K9 49, considering this is a 211. 2 K9 49. So guys in that corner, just spread out your spotlights a little bit. Hopefully we can keep this guy pinned down in this corner. And let's make sure everybody has their spinners and their spots on. So we can get this guy.
I told you it was in a nice neighborhood now.
Yeah, bro, it's a real nice neighborhood. I mean, that's extensive, bro, because nigga, these the only niggas you see outside, except for that one nigga that walked outside that was talking to them when they, I guess, said something to them when they walked by. Nigga, everybody else is inside the crib. And he only came outside to ask them if they want to buy some weed.
I don't think so. I don't think they picked him up. This Halo pilot was on it. Yeah, he was on it. He was on it. Yeah, I'll make sure I put that nigga in jail too. I'm getting this money, dog.
This nigga out of line.
Coppers circled the area and kept an eye on his location for nearly an hour and a half. And during that time, the helicopter even had to leave once to refuel.
As soon as air support leaves, this guy's probably going to start moving. We're going to try to hot fuel and then hop back up again. And we're just going to hold in yards, wait for you guys to come back. Okay, killer, just know that the dude's probably going to move as soon as the rotor blades disappear.
What up, Edward?
Backyard will be a splitter, so when you get a second body, we'll have you grab that backyard as well. Copy. Affirmative. We're getting 6 units, code 3 for Wellington. Suspect on foot. I'm not worried about cars right now.
I was about to say.
Okay, copy.
Upon returning, the helicopter found that Anthony was still underneath the tree.
And from Air 3, the suspect still hasn't moved. He's on the fence line underneath the tree.
OG, that nigga didn't move for over an hour, dog. That's crazy.
I would have been gone.
I'd have been hitting them bitches. But can you explain what's going on here, etc.? Yeah, this guy, his girlfriend stole 2 bottles of tequila at the store. They were walking down a good neighborhood. Then he figured out he was getting followed by choppers and cops. He started jumping fences, and right now he is hunkered down in someone else's backyard underneath the tree.
Yep.
He's been there for over an hour and didn't move. So that's where that. So San Jose. So that means we're there in California. Yeah, they're in California. So this is normal.
Right before you get to the good part where the mountains and shit at, they down there in the valley part. Where niggas lie at. You know what I'm saying? It's nice. The houses look good, bro. This is about 700,000, 800,000.
This little being about to get paid, dog. It's being about to get paid.
California way higher than that. How much you think the houses?
He said, "I hear meth plus K is crazy." Them houses are over $1 million houses, dog. In San Jose, yeah, easy.
Yeah, okay. I was thinking.
Easy, and they got pools. You know, it's an extra $200,000 for a pool. Goddamn, you know they
California ain't got no water, so I know you big balling nigga. You got a pool. I mean, it ain't like us, bro. I mean, you down there by the water, and nigga, you know, our water good. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I ain't never had a problem with water down here. You know, I like Florida. I like Florida. Florida's where it's at. I ain't leaving Florida. I'd probably die in Florida, dog. I like Florida. I'm gonna die in Florida, be buried, or have my ashes spread in Hawaii.
Anytime you go somewhere, nigga, when I went to Arizona, nigga had this whole yard took up. Nigga, everybody in the neighborhood had brown grass. That nigga took his whole yard up and put nothing but rocks on this shit and said, fuck it. I said, it's Florida.
Yeah. All right, let's continue.
Suspect has not moved.
And now, an hour and a half later, he leaves the shelter of the tree's canopy.
Alright, from Air 3, looks like subject's walking out to the court.
You should have been on.
He's walking along the D. David side. Alright, now he's standing by the David Charles corner of the residence in the backyard. I'm going to continue with announcements since it does look like he's trying to surrender. So.
Yeah, I'm from Oklahoma, but I ain't leaving Florida, man.
Actually, there he goes. Now he's walking to the gate on the David side.
Anthony now finds another place to hide.
Looks like he's trying to hunker down along the D. David side of 2609. Yeah, he's sitting down by a bunch of detritus and garbage cans.
The helicopter continues to observe from above as they pass over the yard, but on one pass, the helicopter loses sight of Anthony.
Yeah, 2609 no longer have visual of him. He's still in that general area, though. We would have seen him pop out. May have jumped into a garbage can.
It continues to use its forward-looking infrared camera, commonly referred to as FLIR. This camera is a thermographic device that creates an image using heat from infrared radiation instead of visible light. This FLIR camera is so sensitive that it picks up the radiant heat that Anthony's body left on the air conditioning unit he was leaning against moments ago, and it only took 30 seconds for the trash can Anthony had crawled into to start showing heat signatures from Anthony's body.
Yeah, so we got some pretty tasty new hot spots inside a garbage can.
With each new pass, the heat signatures get brighter, indicating he was inside the trash can.
Basically, he's at the same location, just inside a large, like the green bin, the recycling garbage, the big ones.
The helicopter announces with its speakers that officers were preparing to use a canine unit.
We're going to be making our entry into that yard, but we'll be going in on the C40 side of that yard for a primary unit.
And eventually, the officers enter the property to extract Anthony.
And there could be two because the x-ray is unknown where she's at.
Yeah, I don't want that bitch. If I was a cop, get her to the back. Get her to the back. Why are you even third going in? You need to be way back there. Matter of fact, you need to be with your back towards the goddamn back toward the road. What are you doing? You in the way. Get out the way.
Make a hole. Go and push forward. Just so you guys know, there's only 5 of us. Search. 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 Watch your shade. Search. 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 Did he get you? No. That nigga's too hype.
Keep it down like that.
All right, let's keep pushing forward. Someone pick up here, the right, to the left.
Man.
Yeah, just move.
Just a few moments later, the dog finds its target.
Someone needs to pick up to the left.
Dogs located the garbage can.
Push forward. Alert! Alert!
I'm about to fuck this nigga up, OG.
Good boy,
They about to fuck this nigga up, boy. Have you ever been bit by a dog, OG?
Yeah.
Yeah, your teeth hurt a little bit. Have you ever choked a dog out?
I don't even want to sound. Yes, sir. I have. I'm not to say, of course. You know, it sounds like it's just something normal, but you don't do that.
Yeah, it is a snitching ass puppy, goddamn dog. Man, listen. Can you imagine a damn German Shepherd whole mouth on your head?
Hey, the motherfucking mouth's wide in the bitch, bro.
Dog, you might have to put your whole arm down that motherfucker and grab that nigga tongue out his motherfucking mouth. But you'll probably get shot by the goddamn police, dog.
Yeah, but that wouldn't be a good idea.
I know, but shit, they already bite you. You might as well go ahead and try to stick your whole goddamn hand down his goddamn throat.
Yeah, that'll work. But with grabbing their tongue is think of a what you call them things where you roll it out, they look candy.
Fruit roll up.
Fruit roll up. Think of a fruit roll up. How you unroll a fruit roll up? That's
or a foot by the foot. A fruit by the foot.
It just roll out. Yeah, the dog's tongue is long as shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my whole hand. Let me like this. Bitch, bite it. I'm trying to touch this whole inside, nigga. you already biting the shit out of me, dog. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I try to put my fucking fingers through your. Never mind. Let me this is a G-rated channel.
Even if you bite your head like that, I mean, you got to do what you got to do before he starts shaking. Because once he starts shaking your brain crazy, and them teeth start getting down into your skin.
Oh, your brain is loose.
It's gonna swell up and shit.
Them motherfucking pain receptors, nigga. Go ahead.
You talking about you think some shit don't hurt, nigga. Boy, let that
shit me.
That shit
I've been bitten by a Rottweiler. That shepherd will tear your shit out. I know, but I'm gonna try to get mine first. I gotta get mine first. Listen. And then I gotta worry about the cops. So I probably wouldn't do it. I'm just take the bites. Hey, give me my money. I'm gonna be saying to them cops, I need my money, dog.
Hey, hats, poles right here. Great.
According to the lawsuit, the officers never announced themselves or attempted to give Anthony a chance to come out of the trash can or surrender. Instead, they tipped the can over.
Hey, stand by. That's we're moving. I'm with you. Hold on. I'm gonna get leverage on it. No, not too shady.
That ready, OG.
Not too shady.
That motherfucker's ready, OG. Hell no. I'd have stayed in that motherfucking trash can too. Hey, I quit. I give up. Move the dog. I ain't gonna lie. I'd have been a little bitch. Hey. You shitting me?
I ain't about to go out with y'all, nigga. Daddy, this dog is not playing. I'm not playing. I'm done.
I'm finished. You can have this shit. This ain't it. Listen, we can fight about it in court, goddammit. Fuck that. Them teeth hurt, dog. I don't care. Oh God, I'm thinking about that shit. That shit hurt. I'd rather get my ass beat by cops and get bit by a dog. Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
I gotta step up and let me. Shut your hands! Do not fight the dog! I'm gonna come to your right.
Don't fight the dog!
Do not fight the dog!
These sorry ass nigga said, do not fight the dog.
Bite your head off. Do not fight the dog.
Yo, can you imagine someone saying that stupid shit to you while you getting your whole head bit off?
We ain't doing that. I'm listening, man. Say, first of all, you know what I'm saying? I'm like you. I'm trying to protect myself, but I mean, at that point, he gonna shoot me. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Edward, I already said that. Them motherfuckers gonna shoot me. Listen, they gonna have to shoot me, dog. Because hey, I don't like them goddamn dog teeth, dog. I don't like them dog. Yeah, that shit make your whole brain just you lose your whole brain, train of thought and everything. You can't even think straight no more.
Let go of the dog!
Anthony can be heard trying to surrender, and the dog bites the only part of his exposed body. First, his face, and then his neck, crushing his throat.
Stop fighting. Stop fighting. Stop fighting.
The force behind a German Shepherd's bite is 1,200 pounds per square inch.
No,
Their
sir.
teeth curve inward, preventing its prey from escape. Because of this, canine officers are trained to remove a bite in several different ways, but never to pull back against the curvature of the canine's teeth. Officer Jeffrey received that training and elected instead to pull on his canine as it remained latched around Anthony's neck, pulling with enough force to lift the dog and Anthony's torso off the ground. His arms hung limp behind him as the dog continued its deadly attack, shaking its head violently from left to right. It took a full 60 seconds for the dog to release.
Medical need code 3.
Have him come straight to the scene. Pay side. Conscious, no breathing, has a neck bite.
Has a neck bite.
As a result,
Fuck
Anthony
outta here.
suffered multiple puncture wounds and deep lacerations to his neck. His hyoid bone and thyroid cartilage were broken, and one vertebrae was partially crushed.
Air 3, he's 10-15, so make sure you tell fire that it's clear for fire so they don't stage. Have them roll directly to the scene.
His larynx suffered such profound trauma that once a talented singer had now lost the ability to sing at all. The lawsuit, supported by body cam, claims that no officer present made any attempt to rescue Anthony from the attack, though each had the duty and ability to do so, suggesting that had the dog been attacking an officer in a similar manner, it would have been tased or shot. Instead, Officer Nail stood by, inches from Anthony, holding a pair of handcuffs, doing—
Look at that bitch. Useless, bitch. That bitch is. Why is she on the force? Oh, ugly. Woo. Lord Jesus.
Pray for him.
nothing to intervene. She handcuffed Anthony as he lay on the ground with his throat torn open. Sergeant Hastenbuehler, a canine sergeant with superior knowledge and training, held Anthony's arm and stepped on his face, giving the dog free access to continue its attack, while Officer Alleman stepped on Anthony's shoulder and held a gun to his face. It should be noted—
And they act like they not. This is why I tell LA they don't give a fuck if they on body cam. That ain't shit. Man, if they don't stop with the bullshit.
That the San Jose Police Department has more use of force with dogs than any other city in the San Francisco Bay Area. Outside of that, it is well known that canines are often inaccurate in detecting narcotics and explosive ordnance. They can also be trained relatively easily to false hit, allowing officers a simple yet effective tool to bypass our Fourth Amendment rights. KTVU further found out that there are no statewide standards on their use of force in California, and how often police deploy canine units varies wildly between departments. Anthony pleaded guilty to being an accessory in the tequila incident and was sentenced to 2 years in jail.
There is nothing unique about you.
He had a shitty fucking lawyer, OG.
Yeah, more than a shitty lawyer, bro. That's crazy.
2 years for accessory. That's crazy.
No, it ain't crazy.
No, it ain't. You right. It ain't crazy. Because he probably took a plea fucking deal because he's an idiot. He's a goddamn idiot. But, you know, I don't know. That shit's stupid to me, dog. I don't get it.
Using a dog to attack someone, as far as a use of force is concerned, that can't be replicated by using another weapon.
Officer Michael Jeffrey was investigated for a second dog bite incident in 2021 that resulted in the mauling of a man's leg. Internal Affairs found no wrongdoing, but his chain of command reversed the findings, kicking Officer Jeffrey off the K9 unit, a 10-hour loss of pay, and forcing the dog to retire. Finally.
And that was a year later. That's crazy. How that's why they call these motherfuckers sovereign citizens. The police is the real sovereign citizens because simple fact is they investigate themselves, and if they don't see shit, they gonna be like, it's fucking, it is what it is. We right? We know it, you know. Come on, man. Only reason why the motherfuckers came down on him because it started looking bad. That's it.
On March 25th, the San Jose City Council unanimously approved a one.
What you say?
I said, and they were forced to retire the dog because he did so much damage. He did so much damage to that dog, he couldn't be rehabbed. No police dog should ever do what that dog did. He had no control. And he didn't even try. No police dog goes straight in. They're not trained to go in and rip their throat out. That's not what they're trained to do. They're trained on command. So he was commanding him to do that. I can't believe that cop. Good God. Good God. The dog is not trained like that. That's bad because the only one that truly suffers is the friggin' dog.
Well, I'm gonna make sure I'm the one to put that motherfucking lethal injection that motherfucker on. If it was me.
Lethal injection should go to the friggin' human.
Well, that too, but I'm gonna make sure I put in that
Because
dog.
the dog is still an animal that was just doing what he was taught to do. That guy is to blame.
And I'm the animal that's gonna put him to sleep.
Okay. Anyway, did he get fired?
It didn't. I don't know if it said he got fired. I don't know if it said he got fired.
The handler is the one that did all that damage.
He got 10 days suspension. He got went to a different unit. He's no longer in the dog unit.
He got pulled from the canine unit completely because he's a fucking idiot. Yep.
Yeah, he should have been fired.
Dog to do that shit. And to retire a police dog, you know how much money they lose?
No one cares. The motherfuckers are highly inaccurate.
No. Just really?
Yes, they are. I mean, I've said this before.
That's not okay. Bye.
Because I said they're highly inaccurate. I don't.
Because you're like talking to your dad. You're like, no. That's not what I was saying. All I'm saying is they hate to lose money, so they only retired that dog because they couldn't fix it. Like they'll put him with a different handler, blah blah blah. If they kicked him out of the canine unit and all that, why isn't he fired?
Oh yeah, I got that. I understood that. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Fired. And worse.
$1.6 million settlement to Anthony after refusing to fight the case. Sergeant Hatzenbuller found his name attached to a federal lawsuit stemming from another dog bite incident from the year prior. Though the sergeant was not the dog handler at the time, the district court refused to dismiss him from the lawsuit and stripped all of the officers involved of their qualified immunity. They quickly appealed to the Ninth Circuit.
My name is Kendra McGee. I'm an attorney for the city of San Jose, and I represent the appellant individual officers in this case. Your Honors, this case turns on the second prong of the qualified immunity analysis. That is whether the right at issue...
Okay, I'm going to pause right there, because if y'all don't like court cases, this is going to be boring to y'all. Because here, like, these judges ask this...
Come on.
Huh?
We know what we do. It ain't boring us. We want to see we already know what we about to do.
Excuse for it?
I'm just giving y'all a warning. That's it. Some people don't like the shit. I thoroughly enjoy it, but that's just me.
I don't know. We
Clearly
I'm
established.
looking for another judge that don't like, nigga. Come on now.
Such that an officer, a reasonable officer, would know that his conduct violated the Constitution, the Fourth Amendment in particular, in the circumstances that he faced on the evening of his encounter with the plaintiff.
Can I ask a threshold question before we get there? I did not see an argument by the city that these officers should be treated differently, meaning perhaps Officer Dunn, there's a different analysis because he was the officer in charge of the dog, right?
That is correct, Your Honor. And this entire case turns on the actions of Officer Dunn because the excessive force in this case, as a reminder, is the duration of the dog bite.
Right, but I didn't see the city arguing that the other officers should be entitled to qualified immunity simply because they couldn't have participated because they didn't have any control over the dog.
Well, Your Honor, the other there is a footnote, I believe, in our brief that the other officers are only in this case based on failure to intervene. So in order for them to be held liable in this case, Officer Dunn would first have to be held liable for
Well,
the
I understand that,
excessive
but
force.
if we find Officer Dunn liable, I think you have foreclosed any argument that we could find the other officers non-liable. I think you've presented this, I'm giving you an opportunity to rebut this, but I think you've presented this case as they either all get it or none of them get it.
Well, I think, Your Honor, if Officer Dunn is found liable, then the case probably could proceed on the intervention claim against the other officers based on the district court's current ruling. But that's not really the crux of the appeal here. The crux of the appeal here is focused on the actions of Officer Dunn. And I submit to this court that there is no case from this circuit or otherwise, frankly.
What about the Miller case?
The Miller case. The Miller case actually...
That is a case.
It is a case, and it benefits the defendant's arguments here. If anything, the Miller case is important and actually probably the most similarly...
I meant Watkins. I mean, Miller, you're probably right on Miller. I meant Watkins. I think Watkins is the more applicable case.
Sure. Let's shift to Watkins. Watkins is substantially dissimilar from the facts that are presented in this case. It is certainly not similar enough to warrant the dismissal or denial of qualified immunity. In Watkins, you had a situation where the canine handler had view of the plaintiff, pulled him physically out of the vehicle that he was hiding in while the dog was still engaged, and while other officers were surrounding him with their guns pointing, standing idly by, according to that case, doing nothing more than pointing their guns.
Yeah,
that is not this case. In this case, Officer Dunn had to navigate a narrow staircase in the dark up to the top second level of this property that had not been searched, in addition to the fact that the plaintiff had not been searched.
Okay, so you pointed out some factual differences, which is fair. We can look at those. But the holding in Watkins, which the officers are presumed to have read and understand and guide their future behavior, is that once the defendant or once the individual who's being arrested has surrendered and is under control, you cannot continue the bite. And so I don't understand how there's not a factual dispute here if we look to that statement of law, because he did surrender. He surrendered even before the dog bite happened. And then at that point, he's down on the ground. I mean, how far did they need to go to where they said he was under control?
Sure, Your Honor. Well, I think those are key differences in the sense that Watkins would...
That's crazy. The motherfucker had already surrendered. Them bitches still sick the dog on the motherfucker. Crazy. And tried to get qualified immunity on that shit. Sounds about right. Here we go. Am I lying?
No, you ain't.
Yeah. This ain't the first time we've seen this bullshit.
Not have advised Officer Dunn that what he did... Let me back up. It would not have advised Officer Dunn that he needed to remove that dog any sooner than he did. And the element that's missing here, and the standard that has come out of all these cases from Mendoza all the way through 2021 and Hernandez, is exactly what Your Honor has just articulated, that you cannot keep a dog on an attack as long as the suspect is fully surrendered and the word "and" here is very important, under complete control.
So is it right to say that the city's position is that this individual was not surrendered and under control until he was handcuffed?
Well, the district court has pointed out a question of disputed fact.
I understand that. I'm just asking for your position, your client's position on when that standard was met here.
That is, in fact, our position. But even more pointedly, our position...
Just so that they have to be handcuffed is the point at which a dog bite can be released? That's the city's position?
No, Your Honor. I don't think that a suspect has to be handcuffed in order to be under complete control.
Okay, so in other words, this motherfucker was laying down with his motherfucking hands behind his motherfucking back, laying flat, face to the side, and this nigga still got bit. Bitch, what are you saying? Because at that point, all they gotta do is walk up to the motherfucker, handcuff him. But know what they did, OG?
What they do, Tom?
Release the hounds! The fuck they did. Release the hounds on that nigga, dog. God almighty. I guarantee you they gonna give him qualified immunity. I'm sure they probably are. I don't know.
I mean, I would agree because Watkins, so the Watkins panel rejected the officer's argument there that because he had not shown his hands, he was not sufficiently under control. And the panel sent it back and said, those are tribal questions. So I would agree with you that handcuffing a suspect is not the standard by which we determine the duration of the dog bite. Here you have circumstances that at best are triable. He's laying prone on his belly. The video shows that the dog has, stretched out his arms. There are officers with guns, pointed at the suspect, and he contends from there on there's another 20 seconds or more in which the dog continued to bite. Why isn't that enough to at least let a jury decide whether he had surrendered and was under officer control?
Well, there are two issues there that are wrong and unsupported by the evidence. One is this idea that the other officers...
Would you say you want to hear this shit?
Would you go tell me lie? Okay, well, go ahead. You tell us then. You tell us.
I told you some of these motherfucking prosecutors ain't shit. Oh, she's a lawyer for the defense, which is the officer. So, yeah, I want to hear this bitch lie for the city.
The first two officers up the stairs were simply idly standing by, having their guns pointed at him while the dog was engaged.
I don't think it's idle. I think they had taken charge of the situation. They see that he's unarmed. He's laying prone on his belly. I don't think it's idle, right? They're serving a function in making sure that the dangerous situation or any risk has been mitigated. But why? What is the case law that you would rely on for the supposition that?
I don't think as a lawyer she understands what idle means. For her to say that they were just standing idle, bitch, they had guns. What are they cops for if they're just standing by idle watching this motherfucker? If they're sitting there watching the dog get chomp this motherfucker up. Yeah, you know what? I agree. They're standing by idle. When they have a duty to motherfucking correct actions of an officer not doing what he's supposed to do. What is it called? Intervening. They have a duty to intervene, and they didn't do it. So yeah, they said by idle. What'd you say?
I said at all. They didn't intervene at all.
Yeah. 20 seconds of a dog bite dog after he done gave up? That's crazy. Do you know how long 20 seconds is, nigga?
Damn, that motherfucker said fresh nigga Nick. Nigga, I say, wait a minute. That boy can't speak no more. He got to be
No, this ain't this. That ain't this one. That one they said they ain't even try to fight that one. They just said here the 1.6 mil. They didn't even argue, fight, none of that shit. This one they tried to fight, and that's crazy. This one they bit him on the arm and I think the shoulder and some other shit. So I don't know.
Flip burgers or nothing no more. I need it. I can't work.
I can't play the piano. I was a pianist. Mm-hmm. I was everything. Goddamn, I was a surgeon, motherfucker.
Something more needs to happen as a matter of law in order to entitle the officers to qualified immunity.
Well, I think if we go back to Miller. In that case, this court specifically held that it was reasonable for the officer to keep the canine on the bite, even after the suspect in that case had come out of the bushes and showed his hands. And the rationale there was that the threat that had initially presented itself, that is that this could be an armed suspect or a suspect that could arm himself in this dark hidden location, was still present until the canine handler can ensure that that person is not armed and cannot reach for a weapon.
But my understanding, Miller was the case in the woods.
It was.
So my understanding was that the dog was released in Miller, found the suspect, and it took 45 to 60 seconds for the officers to arrive there. And within moments of seeing, or seconds within seeing that he was unarmed, the dog was released. So, again, a person was not arrested or handcuffed at that point, but seeing that he was unarmed was sufficient for the officers to release the dog from the bite. Whereas here, the contention is the 20 or more seconds of continuing to bite while the officers were around the suspect.
Sure, but we have to remember in those 20 seconds what's happening. Officer Dunn, who is the only person, by the way, in this group of people that is qualified to remove this dog, is still on that narrow staircase. All of the officers, in fact, are trying to get up into what ultimately wound up being a very narrow hallway surrounded by dark rooms.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but not the 20 seconds that I think are the key to this case. The 20 seconds when he's lying flat on his belly, they have all gone up to the top, to the second floor, and they're around him at that point.
That is not what the evidence here shows. It's not what the video shows, and it's in fact undisputed by the plaintiff.
Can we see
that
the video?
Officer Dunn, when his video, you can first see the suspect on his video, that's about 20 seconds. He's still on that staircase, and you can hear him saying to the other officers, "I've got to get in the room. I've got to get in the room."
Okay.
And the import of Miller, I want to go back to Miller because the import of Miller is that this court stated the same argument was made there, that the dog should have come off the bite earlier because the plaintiff had shown his hands. And this is important because it's where the element of control, which the district court in our view ignored, comes into play. The court there said it was reasonable to maintain the dog on the bite because a premature release of the dog could have resulted in the suspect arming himself, harm to the officer, harm to the dog, or a potential ambush.
How is that harm present here? He was prone on the ground. They knew I mean, your position is they didn't yet know he was unarmed at that point?
That is our position, Your Honor. The upstairs of that home had not been searched before their encounter.
My question was not, was there a gun somewhere else? My question was he himself armed at that point?
That was also unknown. However, the fact of the matter was, I mean, he hadn't been searched at that point, right? In addition to the fact that
What if they had taken, just another minute to get up the stairs and just, lollygagged up the stairs? Would that have been a problem? You'd still be making the same argument. Well, we didn't know. So the 45 seconds, I mean, at some point, it seems like once he's down on the ground, at least there's a disputed fact about whether he was under control or not.
But that threat that the officers initially faced, worried that they were potentially facing a suspect who was armed or could have armed himself, was not mitigated by the sheer fact that the dog was on his one arm when his left arm was still free to reach potentially for a weapon in an area that he was familiar with and the officers were not familiar with.
Ms. McGee, it seems to me that what you're arguing are ways to look at the evidence, triable questions. And you may be right. A jury might look at this and say it was reasonable to continue holding the bite because there needed to be something more to control the situation than was present.
Why don't they just say, in the totality of the circumstances, we would like to we wanted to see that the dog was released, because why aren't you taking that into factor in the totality of circumstances? Because that's just like that stupid ass phrase, some bullshit. Them bitches didn't. They was trying to get that nigga bit for as long as they possibly could. 20 seconds is a long fucking time, and I want to see the fucking video.
They ain't gonna show us that video.
Hell no, they ain't.
But in our interlocutory review, and one thing I wanted to mention about Miller is Miller was review from judgment in favor of the defendants. Here, we don't weigh the evidence. We are just trying to determine if there are tribal questions and if this issue is placed as a matter of law beyond debate. And what seems to me is what you're describing are things that different fact finders can weigh differently as to what was reasonable or not.
I disagree respectfully, Your Honor, and I'm sorry I did not tell the court, but I would like to reserve a few minutes for rebuttal, if possible. I appreciate what you're saying, but I respectfully disagree, because where is the case telling Officer Dunn here that he should have released that dog any sooner than he did?
Watkins.
But Watkins is substantially different. In Watkins, the officer was already in the room, had a view of the plaintiff, went hands-on with him, and again, had other officers just standing around. Those are not the facts of this case. They are substantially dissimilar and certainly would not warrant the denial of qualified immunity under the Supreme Court standard.
Okay, do you want to reserve?
I would like to reserve. Thank you, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your Honors, and may it please the court. Fulvio Quina for Appellee, Mr. Rosenbaum. We want to start off by addressing the Watkins case, which we do believe has put all officers of the Ninth Circuit on notice that a bite of an excessive duration.
Is it true in Watkins, and I just don't recall, he was not handcuffed before they released the dog? Is that correct?
Absolutely, Your Honor. He was not handcuffed.
And the reason why that's important to me is Mendoza does suggest that, it was okay. I mean, in Mendoza, we held that it was okay to keep the bite until he was handcuffed, until the defendant was handcuffed, and or I guess plaintiff, depending on which case you're looking at. And so Watkins seems to backtrack from that and say, well, I mean, if Mendoza was just out there, I think they probably would be entitled to qualified immunity. Would you agree with that?
I would agree with that. The Mendoza case, Your Honor, came out in 1994. There, almost as in dicta, the court said, well, if someone were to be handcuffed and on the ground, you obviously wouldn't be able to sick a dog on them. Watkins actually addresses the point more clearly, and there the Watkins court said, if someone is helpless and surrounded by officers with guns drawn, where the suspect has surrendered and is under control, then you can't continue a dog bite. So they remove the element of needing to have handcuffs.
So what about what do we do with the factual differences between Watkins in this case? Because the city makes a good argument that it was different. There was more of a sense of control, I think it's fair to say, in Watkins than there was here. Maybe you may disagree with me, or at least more of a sense to observe it. And I guess part of that, maybe you can explain to me exactly what your position is on how much time, because it is true there was 20 seconds between when he was on the ground, but at what point was Officer Dunn actually there to see it and observe him? How long did the bite last?
All right, first off, I'd like to say that we believe our case is much stronger than Watkins.
What do you think so far, OG?
Boy, them niggas' case ain't good at all. Nigga lying to himself. Now Officer Dunn, bro, he retarded for what he did. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, bro, if the nigga already was laying on the ground, bro, and already surrendering, bro, we could take away those 20 seconds and nothing will be wrong with this nigga. You know what I mean? Basically, you know what I'm saying? You probably went over and hit him in the side, probably need him a little bit. You know what I mean? But nigga, and he didn't fight the dog back either. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he took the bites.
Well, he could have went for a gun or a weapon or something because he had a free hand. He had a free hand, but he didn't do it. So I don't know why they argued that point, because that point would be moot to me if he didn't grab anything. He didn't fight the dog. He just took the bites and screamed.
That's it. Pay me my money.
What is it? Give me my money.
You take the bites and you scream, nigga. That's what you do. You get paid.
That's a fact. I don't want to be bit by a dog. I'd rather be beaten. Beat me. Don't sit no dog go beat dog.
In Watkins, the court held that the dog bite was unconstitutional in a situation where the officers couldn't see the suspect's hands. Here, in our excerpt of Record 26, which is the video that is on Officer Dunn's body camera,
They could see it from the beginning.
You can see his hands throughout. his hands were never, ever hidden from the officers. With respect to, whether...
Can I just quickly follow up on one point? Is there any question whether the officers knew that that Mr. Rosenbaum was unarmed or armed by the time they were up there nearby him?
Yes, Your Honor. As a matter of fact, in excerpt of record 41, which is my deposition of Officer Dunn, I asked him, isn't it true that the fiancé actually informed you that Mr. Rosenbaum's firearms had burned in the Santa Rosa fires? And he agreed that that had been relayed to him. So with respect to, at least to firearms...
Oh, I'm not really referring so much to that as... is there any indication that the officers thought once they're up there near him physically that he might still be unarmed? If I recall from the video, he was wearing something that would suggest that there, clothing wouldn't obscure whether he had a firearm with him.
He had a tank top on.
Right.
He had a tank top on. And to go back to the video, to ER 26, Officer Dunn deploys a canine at 10:36 on the video, 10 minutes and 36 seconds. He issues the command, which I won't say here, and the dog goes up the video. Officer Dunn, again, just relying on the body cam. And remember, the body cam is set lower than Officer Dunn's eyes. So he's going upstairs. Presumably, he can see before the body cam can see.
I was going to ask just factually, is there anything in the record to indicate that the officer had a different view than the body cam he was wearing?
No, Your Honor. The fact of the matter is, at his deposition, he testified that, yes, the body cam is chest worn. So when he arrived to the landing at 10:51, we can see on the body cam, and presumably Officer Dunn can see as well, that Mr. Rosenbaum is in a seated position on the ground with the dog latched onto his arm. Immediately thereafter, Mr. Rosenbaum goes onto his belly, arms outstretched. And from 10:51 through 11:19, nearly 30 seconds, the bite continues. At 11:19 is when Officer Dunn issues the order for release. The entire time, Mr. Rosenbaum's arms are outstretched and in front of him, and he's in a prone position.
Does he ever try to stand up?
No, Your Honor. He never tries to stand up. And we have to remember, unlike in Watkins, I guess, not only is Mr. Rosenbaum completely surrounded by officers up there, and again, this notion that Officer Dunn is on the staircase is belied by the body camera. The body camera shows that Officer Dunn is on the second floor when he releases the dog. And Mr. Rosenbaum is surrounded by officers. The house is surrounded by officers. There's a chopper in the sky surrounding the house. I mean, he couldn't have been more controlled. And unlike
that only goes so far. I mean, if there was a weapon there, the fact that there was no escape didn't mean that the officers themselves wouldn't have faced some harm. So, I mean, I don't think the chopper indicates control. I think...
Nigga, you know good and goddamn what the fuck this lawyer is saying. He said he was surrounded up there when he was laying prone, didn't try to fight. Arms was outstretched in front of him while he was laying prone. He didn't grab a weapon. He just took the fucking bites and screamed. Outside the fucking house was surrounded, and then there's a helicopter. You know what? That's every form of control that you talking about. What the fuck are you talking about? These niggas just be talking. That shit doesn't make I don't even know why he fixed his lips to say that. I know he wants to play devil's advocate and shit, but that was fucking retarded. I may be wrong. I may be looking at this wrong, but what he said to me was fucking retarded. I don't know. What do you think, OG?
All right, bro. I don't know none of these niggas. These niggas stupid.
That was wild. He skipped everything he said and went straight to the helicopter. That's crazy. That's wild.
I think your argument for control, or certainly at least a factual dispute on control, is the fact that he was prone on the ground and the dog was biting him. And that's why I'm asking. I don't mean to shift gears so much, but you agree, I guess based on how the city's arguing, I don't understand, honestly, how the other officers can even be held liable here. It seems to me that if you have one officer who's in charge,
because they had a duty to intervene and they didn't do it. It's really fucking easy. It's really easy. You know what you can do? You can shoot the dog. If that officer don't want to get the dog off there, shoot the dog. You can always get another one. I can find you 10,000 dogs in less than an hour. Puppies, ready to be trained. Give me that bullshit.
of the dog, you cannot rely on another officer to release the dog. And if they didn't have any opportunity to release the dog, now I know the district court held differently. Is that on appeal to us at all? Can we deny qualified immunity to Officer Dunn, but grant qualified immunity to the others?
No.
That argument's not before the court. Our position is that it's been waived. We didn't even brief it because it wasn't in the appellant's moving papers.
I think that's right, and I'm sort of shocked that it hasn't been briefed.
Shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. Lord Jesus. This nigga gonna make me go crazy. This nigga, I didn't watch this far, OG, to be honest with you. I didn't watch this far. This nigga gonna make me bust a blood vessel over here. I don't give no motherfucking no credit to these piece of shit ass officers that sit there and watch that motherfucker, allow that dog to motherfucker sit there and goddamn bite on this motherfucker. This is crazy. And the fact that he's the only judge that fixed his lip and say, can we grant these other motherfuckers qualified immunity? No, they probably didn't even say nothing. Hey, get the dog off of him. Probably didn't even use fucking words to tell this motherfucker to get the dog off of him. Guarantee you they didn't say shit. And that's why they didn't get qualified immunity. The fact that he wants to give qualified immunity to motherfuckers that don't deserve it is crazy. Well, no, it's not crazy. It's fucking court system. It's not crazy at all. This is why the fucking court system is failing, as well as the motherfucking police. They're failing. Sad.
It's like a huge miss for these other officers. So, anyway, keep going.
Yes, and then
I guess I have one question that I'm sort of trying to puzzle through, and that is, the rule is that once somebody has surrendered and is under control, then you've got to let the dog go. There is a timing factor there, right? So that can happen on second 5, and then there's got to be some sort of period of time for an officer to recognize those are the circumstances. I need to call off the dog.
Well, they trying to get this nigga qualified immunity so bad.
I guess twofold. Is there any evidence to indicate that we should be thinking about that in this case, that the officer somehow didn't understand those were the circumstances, or that he was having a perception problem?
No, there's no such facts that there was a perception problem. But going to the timing, again.
Ignorance of the law or policy is not an excuse. We don't get these excuses. They shouldn't get these excuses. This is in fucking... And I don't even know how to fucking rate these motherfuckers right now, because simple fact is, I don't know if they're just playing devil's advocate trying to get these motherfuckers to argue the point. I hate to say I don't know I know what's going on, but I don't know what's going on. Because they add a whole, because when it went against the city, I agree pretty much with everything they said, except for 2 things. And on this one, I agree with majority of what they're saying, except for 6 things. And these are key factors. These motherfuckers trying to the way they make it seem like they're trying to give this motherfucker qualified immunity at any means necessary. Is there any timing? Should we be thinking about it like this? No, bitch. Did I present it like that, ho? I don't like. This is why I'm with you, OG. I don't like the court system, dog. This shit's bullshit. Bullshit.
I wanted to follow up on what Judge Sanchez said about the Miller case, the Miller v. Clark County. In that case, and it's procedurally, the posture is different from our case, but in that case, the court found that there was no unlawful acts by the officers because they released the dog immediately. Here, nearly 30 seconds go by. That's an eternity while you have a dog causing the kind of damage.
So
that
that's your
we
position,
see.
is that
Yes.
because of the time frame here, we don't really even need to wrestle with that because it's just too long.
Yes.
Well, but you say 30 seconds, but I don't think it's 30 seconds from when he was under control. I mean, I guess that's the question we have to grapple with. And maybe we only need to grapple with it so far as to say it's a factual dispute that, at what point he became under control. But at what point after Officer Dunn got to the top of the stairs, how much longer did the dog bite go? Or do we know? Or that's a factual dispute?
Our position is that from the 10:51 mark through 11:19, that's the time that Mr. Rosenbaum is prone, arms
So you
outstretched.
think there's 27 seconds where he was prone on the ground. Officer Dunn could observe him prone on the ground.
Yes. And this is from the body camera.
I was going to say, to me, I think that the important point here is about our interlocutory review, is because we have to credit plaintiff's allegations as true unless they are plainly contradicted by the video evidence under Scott versus Harris. And as I understand,
That's crazy. You have to automatically give these motherfuckers the benefit of the doubt just because? Fuck out of here. We don't. Oh my God. Boy, I wish citizens got this type of fucking credit. Just because? OG, just because, man. This is fucking amazing.
understand your complaint or the plaintiff's complaint, plaintiff alleges that he had fully surrendered and hands were outstretched while surrounded with all the defendants with their firearms, but the dog was allowed to continue biting him for over 20 seconds before, and that is enough. Just passing that 20-second threshold was enough to be excessive force. So whether it ends up being 25 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever a trial would establish, that's enough to establish a constitutional violation, and the video doesn't contradict it.
Yes, that's our position, and our further position is that the district court got it right. At the very least, this is a tribal issue of fact for the jury to determine at this point. But as to the purely legal question of were the officers on notice, we think Watkins puts them squarely on notice. No further questions that we submit, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honors. I want to go back to the issue or the standard here of having the suspect fully surrendered and fully under control. And what this appeal is actually about, which is there a case that would have informed Officer Dunn that Mr. Rosenbaum was fully surrendered and under control in this scenario? And the answer is no. The court has never defined what that means in this context. And for that reason, Officer Dunn is entitled to qualified immunity. Watkins is not that case. The facts of Watkins are substantially different. At most, what we can take from Watkins is that an officer cannot stand idly by with their guns drawn, giving commands that the plaintiff cannot comply with, because that was another important factor in Watkins. Those are not the facts of this case. And so for that reason, Officer Dunn is entitled to qualified immunity, and the other officers are as well if he is found not to be liable here. Thank you, Your Honors. Submitted.
Thank you.
The Ninth Circuit affirmed, and the case was sent back to district court. That case is still ongoing. Let me know what you think about either incident in the comments down below. And as always, if you like this episode, be sure to check out another one, linked on screen.
Let's see.
By any means necessary.
Got to get the job done.
That's crazy. Let me hold on. Let me make sure this. Let me go back. I just want to make sure. What now? What no?
Can you what? Man, what law is that?
Oh man.
So you got a time period where a dog can bite the shit out of you?
I mean, because affirm could be thing like they affirmed the ruling of the district court. That's possible. I think that's what they're saying. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm quite sure that's what they're affirming.
Not to be liable here. Thank you, Your Honor. Submitted.
Thank you.
The Ninth Circuit affirmed, and the case was sent back to district court. That case is still ongoing. Let me know what you think about either incident in the comments.
They affirmed that that they didn't get qualified immunity. That's what it was.
That they don't or they do?
They don't.
Okay.
So I was about to, because they sent it up there for on appeal. The city wanted to appeal the lower district's ruling, and it was not, and it was affirmed. So they sent it back down to continue on with the case. What's going on, some dude? That shit was crazy, dog.
Yo, what's going on, brother?
Man, chilling.
Hey man, look, you on the big beard team now. Like, yo, your beard is crazy.
My beard's
What's
been
happening?
My beard's been.
To cut that. No, you need to cut that.
Wow, I trim it. I don't cut it all the way. I trim it.
You looking like Gandalf the Grey.
No,
Yeah.
I am gray though.
You Gandalf.
No, OG's Gandalf. Except for his is black.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't do mine. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I ain't got a lie there.
You ain't got no
Beijing over here.
I ain't got no Beijing over here. I'm just gonna take the grades and live with it.
Hey man, hey yo, OG, man. Hey yo, OG, man. Yo, bro, I come in peace.
Oh no, you good, bro?
Yeah, you straight.
All right, so then I can snap on Tom's beard. He looking crazy.
I mean, you can try to. Don't mean it work, but all right.
All right, cool.
Hold on, I need to re fucking fresh. What time is it? It's 11:44, nigga.
Hey man, look, yo, bro. I'm a knucklehead. I know who I am. I like the way y'all be moving though. Like, you know, a lot of people, y'all hold people accountable, and that's what I like.
No, we just don't like bullshit over here. Well, I don't like bullshit.
Yeah, I get it. Y'all be banning me and
I ain't no
snapping
ban
on
you.
me.
Who banned you?
Man, I am banned across the board.
Where?
Yeah, I was about to say, where at?
Yo, you know what's crazy? I don't care.
Oh,
You shouldn't. Why should you care? I mean,
I'm here right now. I'm just like saying, like, hey man, look, your beard is looking crazy. And look, like now you got that, like wait a minute. Wait a minute, you got silly smoke? Silly.
Nigga,
is that silly?
What you done to me, I've already done to you, nigga.
Is that silly smoke? That's
hey, that's gonna be my dad intro, dog.
Oh, you gotta lie.
Hey man, hey yo, bro, silly and hey yo, Tom, hey yo, Tom,
I
man.
will be pops an intro. You
Wait a goddamn minute,
Yeah,
yo.
that you do pops like this.
No, we're not gonna do this, guys.
OG, did
No,
you see
wait
those
a minute.
fingers, nigga? What you done to me?
I closed my eyes.
I've done to you already, nigga.
No, hell no. Y'all niggas is
closed my
laughing.
eyes.
Yo, y'all got silly smoke. This is silly.
Oh shit!
I can't let you do pops like that, bro.
Y'all got silly smoke.
Nah, we ain't no silly smoke. That shit was funny as fuck, boy.
Man, you got color purple smoke.
That
nigga.
was
What
funny.
the hell
That
you
was
doing,
funny,
bro?
Yeah, man. That color purple bring back memorize.
Man.
It's gonna be my new one, dog. This is it right here, OG. This is it right here. When this bitch finish loading. This is how I feel about majority niggas.
Hey, do you like Jews? I heard you don't like Jews. I said I don't like nobody. Jews, niggas, Asians, blacks, whites, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, dogs, horses, fish, roaches, worms, butterflies, ants. Nigga, I don't like nothing.
Wait a minute, not the fish.
That shit was so classic. I was
Not
like,
the fish.
oh yeah, that me right there all day.
What did the fish
Nigga, I
do?
don't
What
like
did
worms, rats,
what did the fish do?
everything. Fuck it, we don't like nothing around this bitch. What up, Lord ADS? How you doing, sir?
Good, brother Tom. How are you doing this evening?
Man, I'm making it. I can't complain too much, man. I finally got some shit that I've been waiting on. About to put this shit in there. About to make these plans official, like a motherfucking ref's whistle and shit, so we can get this motherfucking house rebuilt and then plan. Hopefully, our actual future can start looking,
Tom,
straight.
You know what was crazy? Like I went back to my house down in VA.
Mm-hmm.
These blanquitos.
We about to end it here pretty soon, brother.
Okay, yeah.
Hold fast, Tom. Yo,
I am. You good?
Hold on, brother. Let me finish my statement.
I said you good. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, cool. You know what messed these white people up is because they have to pay me because they farm on my land.
I don't know how it messes them up. I mean, everyone if they don't,
because they don't like to write that check.
Yeah, if it's someone else's land, of course they're gonna have to pay to get it work. I mean, I understand that. That's what I'm saying. So it shouldn't be hurting them. It's just part of doing business.
No, it's a little bit because
They should be calculating the cost, right, Tom? Up front?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because it's not. To be honest, when I was living with my homeboy and he was doing his land, well, because it wasn't his land, it was his uncle's land, but all the costs that they had to use to actually farm that land and do everything, because they wasn't just farming it, they was raising fucking cattle as well, and bulls to actually send on a fucking PBR.
Yeah, you do that.
So,
but I'm talking land like corn and soybeans.
Yeah, but I think most of those costs are already factored in, especially raising bulls. You got to understand how much fucking shit that's gonna be fucked up
What
too.
is that?
The sperm is.
Was that to the ball?
Yes.
Whoa,
If you got a real good bull,
She's not 19, sir. She's not 19.
Oh yeah, man. Let me go ahead and say for all y'all crazy niggas, man. Hold up real quick. Hold up. This is something for you too, because your name might be in the title tonight. You, Lord ADS, Vic, all y'all, man. I'm gonna need all y'all niggas to come on hold up to the Blast staff, man. It's gonna be a new late night show for those who are late scrounging around YouTube. I got a safe spot for you to come to, talk your shit, do what you do. Hey man, kick it with OGDoDirty. It's for the people who, you know what I'm saying, want to be up late and just chill, you know what I'm saying? You got your spot you come to, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you come over to the Blast staff, especially your over talking ass. You come on up there.
All right, my bad.
You know what? You know I gotta work in the morning.
Wait a goddamn minute. See, OGDoDirty, he always makes me lose my weed.
That's the whole thing. You're gonna lose more than that when you show up to the Blast staff, sir. You're gonna need to smoke something before you make it a point.
Look, let me find my shit and I'm gonna get back to you in a minute.
Yeah, okay. And what you were saying, Lord ADS?
Oh, my bad. What I was saying was that depending on how bad my insomnia is, right? Because sometimes my insomnia keeps me up all night long like it did last night, but other nights I totally crash out. This is more of a crash out type of night, right? Because I didn't sleep last night. So with that being said, it's better on the weekends for me, OGDoDirty. That way I know I ain't got to be up for work in the morning, because ain't nothing like working from home and then being late to work. And you know what I'm saying? You get up, you're supposed to be there at 8:30, you work up at 9, 10, 30, 11 o'clock, right? And try to jump online and hope nobody notice. And white folks notice that shit.
I pulled 10 hours a day, Lord ADS. I pulled 10 hours a day.
What I'm saying, I mean, it will be popping on almost every other night, every night. Depends on how I'm gonna be feeling. You know what I'm saying? How many nights I can get in there. But yeah, I gotta get. Tom got to get up and work, sir. I got to get up and work. Everybody got to get up and work, sir. It's for the people.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get more subscribers and stuff.
That's called being grown men. That's called being grown men.
Look at this nigga.
But I'm gonna tell you what, since we about to get up out here. OG, you good?
Oh yeah, I'm good, Playboy.
In and out like that. I don't like you.
Hey, do you like Jews? I heard you don't like Jews. I said, I don't like nobody. Jews, niggers, Asians, blacks, whites, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, dogs, horses, fish, roaches, worms, butterflies, ants,